Hey. This is Chaotic College Streaming, and I'm your DM Starwind. I'm about to take these wonderful adventures through the kingdom of Tynac, and there's possibly going to be a big old fight pit today, so come on down and check out the fight pit. Oh, yeah! Joining us today.
Bring the popcorn.
Oh, yeah!
Now, just to get things started, we got Gideon Meadowlake as the Halfling Barbarian. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We had Ryder, but he's not here right now. Maybe he'll join us later. Who knows? Okay, that voice is still taking time to get... I thought I had him down to where I wasn't crackling as much. Anyway, we have Freya, the Dragonborn Druid, Circle of the Moon.
Evening.
We also have Ragnar, the Paladin of Tiamat.
How's it going?
I think that's everybody for now. So let's just kind of catch everybody up. This is going to be like open-end narrative. Like, I'm trying to remember. You probably remember what happened. Bar had some problems, and he got. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, I know Gideon's still kind of like chomping at the teeth to let go with this anger. If I'm not mistaken, was that still correct?
Yep.
And then we got this fight pit we're putting together, and that was the original case that was going on that day. Like, you guys were going out getting supplies, getting decorations, getting all these, wonderful baubles and outfit type ideals. I think we even had an ideal for Maxwell and them to have like different bird costumes or something. I can vaguely remember what I was
they
saying.
already have different masks.
Right. So we could definitely push that forward whenever you decide who.
I don't care what you say. I'm not turning him into fucking Hall Lucha.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I got some fun stuff planned too. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. But we got a big old fight pit coming. Ragnar, who seems to be introduced from Ragnar Savage, who caught him out in action. Just like he looked like a strong fighter. Let's see if I can get him in my stable and test him out in this market. And he encouraged Ragnar to sign up for the fight pit, and he wants to challenge the champion. Like, there was no other choice for him. He's like, I gotta challenge the champion, because I want to be challenged. And, he told his blood type, close of kin, and all that to Shishay. And, all that's getting signed up. Meanwhile, the rest of the day has been like I would think that resolved itself around noon. So you guys are probably getting ready for some lunch. And there's some very interesting characters walking into your establishment at this point. Like, right now, there is this small... And it's not you yet, but there's this small figure in like a gray cloak who has this giant wooden voodoo doll over her head. Or his head, I don't know, can't tell yet. And then Shishay's asking him, so, you want to join the fight pit? I'm sorry, what? And she just kind of like, just sign your name here and put down your blood type and close again. So she's one of the figures you just kind of captured because she came in with a voodoo mask for some reason. And then wanders out. And this is pretty much most of the day. Like, you can see, like, the blacksmith coming over with a couple of his friends. Like, hey, he wants to sign up, stuff like that. And, they're, like, placing bets on whoever. And, there's a lot of suggestion for matches as well. And there's probably going to be some more talk about what matches occur for the characters involved. But, I don't know, at this point... Was it intended for this character to come in during the registration? Was that right?
As a guest.
Would you say you're coming in with someone who's planning the fight, or just...
No,
you just wander in?
Yeah.
So, why don't you describe your character as, I guess you're in this line with other fighters, and you're getting closer to the front of the line?
I am a gnome, so short in stature. I have a purple hat that seems a little too large, and it has a quill on it, and on the edge of the quill there's a little black stain on the hat. I wear a purple cloak, and along with that you just see fancy vestiges underneath in the front.
And as you approach, as the next guy in front of you walks away, she looks down at you and kind of stares like, are you planning the fight?
No, I actually have a proposition for the men in charge here.
Next. But she kind of like points to the side here. Step aside over here, then I'll go back and check. You, if you're joining, name, blood type, next of kin. And then she'll wander off for a minute while this guy's like scratching his head, like, oh, I don't know how to read. But Shishay comes back to where you guys, I don't know, you're probably enjoying a little bit of lunch or something at this point. Some tea or drinks or whatever you might have. And
my fat ass is sitting on the couch.
yeah, Shishay kind of opens the living room space door. It's like, Minitar, there's a short, flashy character out here that says that they would love to meet you. I'm not sure if you want to take fans right now, but Minitar, are you alive over there?
I'm here.
Yeah. Do you want to see this fan or no?
Do I want to see this fan? No, I was weighing it out a little bit there.
Yeah, and she's just waiting for a response. She's like, you want me to tell him to go away?
Screw it. I'll see the fan.
All
The worst that happens. I get murdered? Good luck.
True. I don't think he could. She's still thinking about it because she's like, well, he looked really flashy is all I could say. I thought he was here to fight for a moment, so I wouldn't say a fight's out of the question. And she'll escort you out, and if anybody wanted to follow along just out of curiosity, or if they're just staying put. What's Freya doing?
I will go to the wash. No, I'm gonna go out back
Alright.
and play with food for a little bit.
Alright. With that happening. Oh, actually, this is peaceful. We actually have a peaceful track. Yeah, so you walk out there and you see this gnome figure who's standing on the side while another giant oaf is like trying to read the thing, and Shishay comes her, hand that back. Alright, and she starts going back into her thing, and then she kind of points to the gnome on the ground. It's like, yeah, he wanted to see you.
I'm guessing just, I straight up see him.
Oh yeah, they both walk back in the room.
I'm going to run up to Minitar, take off my hat, and bow down to him.
This is cute.
This is somewhat questionable.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, sir. I've heard a ton of good things about you. Your reputation far exceeds you. And I come bringing gifts, and I will flash my cloak aside, and you'll see a bag of holding underneath, and I will pull out, one by one, a bunch of drums and a couple sticks for you.
I can feel it.
And if you would be so kind, I would be honored if you would let me play in your show, or in your upcoming show.
Looking at this purely as a sporting event, I realize we don't actually have 30-second timeout music and shit.
There could always be like a halftime thing to do.
Well, no, between sets, hell, even at hockey games, when the 20-minute passing periods between
Yeah.
normal gameplay, they've got a shit ton of music. I'm not gonna blindly sign up. Be like, how well do you play?
Well, I can show you an example.
I
will pull out
Shishay says
a violin.
We have a massively flashy, talky version of our poor departed bard, apparently.
Let's not think about it right now. That's Sunday's problem.
Alright, roll performance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, roll performance, and then...
Dang.
Crap, I got a 7.
Crap, you
Hey,
got
crap, you got a 7, but you know what? He also got a 19.
You got a 19. So he plays better than most people you've heard lately. and his music's pretty catchy. Like, is there a certain song that you're kind of like playing reference to, maybe?
It's something upbeat, but it has a war tune to it.
So an upbeat.
The war violins are sounding to arms!
So yeah, you're doing pretty good there.
A more violent-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's not half bad, she says as she gets ready to write down the next name.
I'm going to detect thoughts on Gideon just to see if I can tell what kind of,
Oh god, aren't you invasive? Go ahead and post the spell so we know the DC. Like, I think you can initially do it, but it might require
16 DC.
when you cast a spell.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh no!
What?
Oh,
So technically, he knows your surface thoughts from the looks of this. I don't think you get to save unless he probes deeper.
So I don't even need a save for the initial, do I?
You get his
If it's
surface thoughts, and
Hold
right
on.
now his surface thoughts would be about your performance. Like, it wouldn't be anything deeper than that. Like, what's currently in his sensory.
mine, you can shift your attention.
If you, yeah.
I'll see if it makes him extra happy. I'll do the wisdom save. So yeah.
So
I'll go a little deeper.
You're gonna go a little deeper just to see how he's feeling. All right, go ahead
Yeah.
and make a wisdom saving throw then. And the DC
You fell.
was all right. So how
16.
how does Gideon feel after that performance?
The performance is good, but since he's looking deeper, I believe it says
Emotional state.
something that looms large in its mind, such as it worries over, loves, or hates.
That's dirty, dude.
What? I never said I'm playing Ferris board.
So,
Yeah, but I feel like you pulled that out of meta though. But continue. What do you think would be fair to give him on that?
I would like to post this just so you're aware. The target. So I know you just tried to jump in my head with that deeper probing. As for things that would be looming heavily, yeah, no, the whole fucking missing bar thing. Dirty metagamer.
You can make an intelligence check to stop it.
I'm not too worried about the intelligence check because I'm just gonna look and be like, "You get out of my head now, or we're gonna get very ugly."
I will grin and lightly, bow.
This sounds like a bad impression to me.
I don't need an intelligence check. I just needed to know that I'll fuck him up.
She kind of looks over there, wondering what happened because she's not fully aware of it.
I also bring more things that we can have to, with this discussion, and I will pull out some ale, a pitcher, and 2 cups.
Actually, hold on a second before you get too further into your conversation, because does has a chance of knowing that you did something. So let me just kind of look up her card real quick, because she is
Sorry,
trying.
I set a trap off.
Well, if you're doing evasive shit like that, and she noticed your focal and somatic motions, yeah, you might have. So we'll say that's a intelligence check, I suppose.
Yeah, that didn't beat his DC either.
Or would that be an investigation? That would be an investigation, though, wouldn't it? I mean, it's no better, but yeah.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know a damn thing.
Yeah, she's too busy. This retard's like, I don't know how to spell my name, but I can fight good. Of course you can. But yeah, alright. And somebody else decided they didn't want to come out here with you, so. Alright, so what do you guys do?
As for that little mental interlude there, performance was good. Jumping in the head is bad. Drums are good. Beer is good. you can work tonight, but if you do that again, I'll be taking you in the pit.
Sir, you will have no problems whatsoever. I can assure you.
Shishay wants an inside check just listening into this shit.
You want me to roll a deception?
Well, yeah, if you're lying.
I'm not deceiving. I can roll a persuasive.
You can roll persuasion. All she can think is I got my eye on you, but she's not going to go any further with that. Alright. And, yeah, Your Excellency is not a very good name for your character, friend. At any rate, is there anything else you two want to do here, or what?
Do you have any, preference to the, music that I will be playing this evening?
Well, it is a fight pit, she says over her shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to echo that sentiment. Yeah, it is a fighting pit. We don't need to be putting people to sleep.
Of course.
Keep it lively. This is a.
He's gonna play all the intro music. Alright, sorry. I had to have my moment there.
Oh, Lexi, what was that song you sent me about Gideon? Do you remember that one?
Oh, no, I don't right off the bat. Oh, one for the money!
Yeah, so Shishay's like, so I need to go ahead and set him down for a performance. Do we want this between matches, or we want to give him a segment in between one of the matches, or how do you want to do this? I mean,
We'll have him go between matches to keep the crowd entertained while there's nothing going on in the pit.
Is he wanting pay for this?
That will be determined on how well he does.
Very well. I will take that into consideration. Better do good. Should we keep him at the establishment until tonight, or put him up in an inn room or something? Are you staying anywhere? She just kind of asked.
I'm currently taking residence in your inn right across the road.
Alright then. Well, in that case, I'm sure you're taken care of for tonight. What time do we...
Yes.
We probably want him back an hour before we get started so we can talk about stage propping and all that. But other than that, you're free to enjoy the rest of the evening. Unless you have anything you wish to tell him.
Me?
No, she was telling that to Gideon. Well, you too. If
I
you
was-
wish.
I was told I had a fan, so that's why I was even involved in the first damn place.
He introduced himself as a fan, so I did not know he was going to want to offer Bard like a...
I introduced
show.
myself as a man with a proposition. But no, I am a huge fan of yours. Your status goes all the way to Time War, where I hail.
Well, that's a stretch.
I will see you later, and I will come back prepared for this evening.
Meanwhile, out in the back with Floof, is there anything that Freya needs to take care of before we go any further?
I'm gonna feed Floof real quick.
Alright. And I
There will
didn't
be something I need to take care of
Yeah,
before we
yeah, I'm
to
gonna
the
come
fight
back.
pit tonight.
Absolutely, I'm coming back to you in just a second. And I might need to come around to Ragnar too and see what Ragnar and Leon's doing with the Ragnar Savage running around with them.
Oh god.
But yeah, so you feed Floof. You two have a good old time. Like, Floof's being extra cheerful and everything. You know, she's not getting hit by lightning or getting clawed at or anything, so she's having a better time than the other time she had to worry about a fight pit being happening. But
Yeah.
she's just wooing and cooing into you and just taking light bites, and she's definitely not biting your hand off because she's definitely in tune to you by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless there's anything else like of import you need to go over.
I mean, I was gonna run into town real quick.
Just so you know, they said don't come till the morning for that outfit, if I recall correctly.
Well, I'm just gonna wonder,
All right.
like, to see if I see.
Absolutely.
A
Tell me where about.
people.
Actually, let's say you are opening up some ideas here. All right. So where do you want to like walk towards? Like, are you aiming for the tavern? Are you aiming for the guild? Well, they're both in the same direction.
Probably the tavern.
Okay. Make a perception check as you're wandering the streets, and I'll see what else you see. Like, you see a normal busy street. There's still a bunch of fighters that are like exiting out after.
32. I
And-
see everything.
So, this gray-robed small figure in the voodoo mask is like over next to Sprigget's store, and they're like looking around, thinking nobody sees them, and runs inside. You see a couple of the fighters that signed up, and the blacksmith, him and his buddies, they all wander into the tavern, and you know, just wandering by the tavern, you could probably see. I would imagine this is where Ragnar, Leon, and Ragnoff are like sitting at a table by the window, and Ragnoff is just telling you guys all about his business in Blackmore. Is that a fair assumption there, Ragnar?
You said the tavern, right?
Yeah, you're all just like kicking back.
Yeah.
With if you're a drinker, you got you an ale order, and Leon's on like his 5th pint, and he's like,
Yep.
make it stop, just make it stop. And Ragnoff's, yeah. So you see him through the window, and you could definitely tell Ragnoff's over there telling one of his best stories. That was the day I proposed to Elibeth, and then we all hitched it off, and it was just the biggest event that ever happened. And yeah, and Leon's like, I wish he'd shut up. But yeah, you noticed them through the window. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk in.
Hey, a couple people kind of notice Freya because she's the announcer, right? And you know, some of these fighters that are signed up are sitting there at the top of the hill, and you know, it looks like they're getting some drink on so they can get their liquid courage started, so that whenever they get ready to fight, they're not going to back down. So you can definitely see a bunch of them. Yeah, they're all over there trying to psych each other up for the most part. And then you see that table off to the back next to the window. Leon laying his head down in defeat with another hand up with an empty glass saying, "Another ale, please."
And eager to divert my attention anywhere other than Ragnoff.
Yeah,
My
you're
head
like,
kind of tilts over as I see Freya.
yeah, matter of fact, like you're facing directly towards the door, and you notice her walk in before she even turns towards you, or whatever she plans to do at this point. So you do notice her.
Okay, I'm going to grab, I guess, the other ale that Leon ordered,
Yeah, barmaid was going to bring it over to him, but
and I snatch it up.
Okay.
And I take it to. I'm going to.
Oh,
I know these people.
very well then. Of course. And she'll go off and take care of somebody else. And
So
Leon,
I'm gonna go over there and like gently set the bottle down next to. Leon's
oh,
hand.
thank God! Oh, Freya, I'm sorry you have to see me in this mess right now, but this man's stories, and he just stops with that. He's just guzzling at this point. Oh yeah, welcome back, Freya. What's going on?
Ragnar.
Yes.
Would you mind giving us a minute or two?
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't that right? He kind of looks for Leon at confirmation of his last thought on the situation. Yeah, you know what's going on. Go, Ragnar. Okay, kids, you just have it all good time. And I'll tell you the rest about that wedding whenever I get back. Oh, yeah. And
Thank you.
he rolls over there and everybody's like, hey, it's Ragnar. Oh, yeah. And he goes off shouting, screaming, and start having another good time with some other folks here.
It can be rather loud, I know. I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Yeah, but he's his own person. He's passionate about something, even if it is only hearing his own self-talk.
that sounds about right. Would you
Would you
care?
like anything? To drink?
He looks down at his mug as he kind of swishes what's left in it around. I could use another ale.
I'll get that for you.
Ah, thank you, milady.
Yeah, so as she walks over to the bar, he's like, you want me to give you guys some alone time? I mean, I could go try to sleep off this looming hangover that Ragnar's drilled a headache into, but you feel like it's better if I stay put in case something happens, I mean.
Well, you could go, maybe get a head start on the supplies that we will be ending up needing. Or you could sleep off this,
You know what?
oncoming hangover.
Staying busy is good. And he'll set a gold piece on the bar to pay for his tab. Just so they know I ain't skipping out on them. I'll catch you later, boss. And he'll make his way out. Trip over a couple people who are like keeping their legs out in the air. It's like, hey, come on guys, put them legs back in there. I need walking here. I'm walking here. And he stomps on out. At which point you grab that ale and you're able to walk back on over.
Mm-hmm. I slowly hand it to him and then I take my seat across from him.
Grabs the ale and pulls it the rest of the way across the table as he slides it to himself. I appreciate it, milady.
You're very welcome. I would like to inquire. Well, get to know you more, if you wouldn't care to.
We'll have plenty of time, but absolutely, if you want to go ahead and get into it, then by all means.
How was it that you came across being
Nicole?
an avatar?
So,
About all you really notice is just because you're red.
I was approached, and I was approached just kind of the same way that we've come to approach you as well, and extend our hand and offer you a position in our organization. And it was just at a time that I was kind of separating from other things and other places, so I seen it as an opportunity, and maybe it was just what I was supposed to be doing, so I went along with them, and here I am.
Okay. Okay, so I have a few questions.
Mhm.
I've been experiencing dreams, and flashing red eyes, of course I know what that is about now.
Right.
But whenever they approach me, before I actually said yes, they kept on and kept on, like, harassing me.
Alright.
There
In your
is-
dreams, or
No, real.
so your dreams was just of red eyes?
My dreams was of the goddess herself.
Right.
There's a loud noise in the bar room. Not quite close to you guys as you're having your conversation, but there seems to be a scuffle about to happen, and Freya, you just happen to notice it right off the bat.
I should probably. I'm going to discourage that.
It's the tavern, they'll be alright.
Let's see here, yep. And yeah, your attention's drawn to it as well as a pitcher of ale goes flying across the room towards the window where you guys are seated. It kind of smashes up against the windowsill and falls to the ground. You guys are like littered in a little bit of glass, but it isn't enough to really cut or hurt you. and there is just this giant half-orc trying to lay into this dwarf, and they're just kind of like punching at each other, throwing objects at each other, and they're just starting this big old ruckus. Then all of a sudden, this burly human from behind the bar comes out with a giant great club. It's like, break it up, you assholes! Take it outside or I'll take it out of your head! And they kind of like shy down for a minute. And, you know, it kind of like lowers down and... I'll get you later. Yeah, save it for that damn fight pit. Didn't you guys sign up for that shit? And he goes back behind the bar, making sure they know he's watching. Yeah, start shit in my bar
He had
one more
it.
time.
Never mind.
One more time. Just one more time, and I'll take that. Anyway, that's about the enlightenment of that situation. But yeah, you guys are free to continue as the bar stays lively.
The town always gets a little rowdy before a big event.
Yeah. So speaking of the big event, how are you feeling about it?
I look forward to it.
I think it'd be rather interesting.
Nothing like a contest as long as there's challenge involved.
True. So your stage name, yeah, is the red one? Or red one?
Yeah, the red one.
Okay. I need to, I needed to get that out of the way because I'm announcing it.
Oh, you're the announcer.
I am.
Okay.
And the barmaid comes over and starts cleaning up the mess around your table, saying, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. And as you're both kind of watching her clean it up outside in that window, you believe you see Argon Ashkin just walk by with about 3 of his cultist friends going up the street.
The black
Mm-hmm.
dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So Argon Ashton is the black one?
Yeah, he's the black dragonborn. So apparently he's in town.
Did you see that? I mean, I want to believe I didn't, but
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm getting all the glass up. It's okay.
no, not you, not you.
Oh, are you sure? Hold on. Yeah, she's just going around your seat, just being in the way, but she gets it clean up. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I think we both did see the same thing right there. I'm not really
And you
quite
see
sure
Freya
what he's...
kind of freaking face palm.
I look down and kind of shake my head before bringing my attention back to her. I'm not really sure what he's doing in these parts. I could have swore he was supposed to be further south, but I'm sure he's either caught wind of the fight pits or...
He's sure gonna catch wind, all right. I'm surprised we didn't smell him. I mean,
just remember, we do have to be friendly to an extent. We can't go off killing other avatars. He is necessary for the time being.
so what are we? What do you? Are we still gonna travel after the fight pit?
Yes, if you all would like to party up, I think Leon and I would be more than willing and happy to accompany you up north to see your friend and see if we can get in contact with him.
Okay. Well, I should probably go and get fitted for my outfit that I'm gonna be wearing.
Oh, absolutely. I did have one other question. I'm not really sure if you know the answer, or if it's even predetermined, or if I should speak with the other lady that I'd signed up with. But as a paladin, I do have magic to summon steeds. However, I wasn't really sure if that was something that was against the rules. Is there a rule set for this fight pit?
That would be something that you would have to talk to the Minotaur about.
Okay, so it would just be a mutual understanding between the two fighters of the event?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. I will,
And at this point, you see Freya's face kind of glow a little bit, like color.
Oh dear, did they accidentally cut you with some of that glass? Your face is a little red. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Sorry. And she went off.
he kind of leans in as he asks if she's okay. His claws kind of rest on hers on the table. You do seem to be discoloring there. Are you all right?
Yeah. I think I need a drink after this.
I'm gonna need some insulin.
So, if you don't mind, let's see here. Who's left next? I guess we come back to...
I mean, they can keep going. I'm having fun with this.
Are you? Because I'm trying to decide if there's something else going on. Well,
I mean, I need them to finish up before I do my thing anyway.
Yeah, and Ryder's not here, so... Pity that, right? Alright, so yeah, feel free to continue, guys. Like, I'm just playing out what's going on in town, and you can definitely react to what you saw.
May I get a drink, please, before I head off?
Yeah, sure, here you go. And the cute barkeep comes over, hands you a beer, and gives you kind of like a little nudge on the side, like, he might be a keeper, you never know.
He removes his claws, leaning back in his chair as he snags his ale, taking a swig.
Yeah, I'm gonna down the whole damn thing.
And you can, and somewhere off to the back of the bar, you can hear Ragnar telling his story again about how he met Elizabeth and how they hooked up as he got started in the fight pits.
The mushy stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, and look at there might be a couple over there that's just hitting it off, you never know. I heard from a certain bird that they're gonna...
Do we hear this?
He's not quiet, you know him.
Okay, well, Freya's face and neck and her whole body now are red.
Oh, yeah! What are you doing?
Oh. Don't tell me the excitement's starting to get to you as well, my lady. You are supposed to be announcing it after all.
Totally, it's excitement. It's burning deep.
It's burning deep.
Don't be getting cold feet.
If I'm not mistaken, though, also Tim can actually be in this scene somewhere, like, because he stayed at this inn. So if he wanted to be around, he can be, but otherwise, it's up to you. Because I don't know where you went afterwards, and if you want to be somewhere in this scene, you can. Otherwise, we can come back to you if you need to do something beforehand.
I mean, I suppose I'd notice her from the poster.
Yeah. So you're like...
So...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll walk up to her. Like, take the head off and bow.
And you obviously don't know who this was, because you didn't go out to see.
No, because only Gideon came out to see.
Yeah, I'm just reminding myself. So yeah, this gnome comes over, all fanciful, with this big feathery... Is there a feather in that hat? I think you said there was.
It's a quill.
There's a quill.
Quill, yeah, close enough. And yeah, you flourish, bow.
I bow back in respect.
Hello, madam. You are the announcer for tonight's event.
I am.
I believe I will be working with you this evening. I am the performer.
Oh. And I offer my talents to him.
Yeah, I'll shake.
Okay. Withdraw. Well, it'd be nice to actually have some music.
Thank you, and I will be performing a final act as well.
Oh.
Ragnar bursts out as he's taking a swig of his ale. Laughing ginormously, he says, "That's if the cold feet don't get to her first. I don't know, she's looking a little sick if you ask me."
Oh my god, bright red now, burning owl.
This is one of them rare occasions I wish Fizzler was your wingman. So you can go, Freya, what happened?
If you're unable to finish your announcements, I will be more than happy to list.
I think I'll be good on that aspect. I kind of look at the red dragonborn and with the a fully fleshed face. I was like, oh, well, maybe I should go now. And I kind of twiddle my talons around, clicking them ever so often.
Yeah,
it was good to meet you, and I will be headed to my room.
Alright.
It was nice meeting you.
And with that, does Freya leave, or did she forget to
Okay,
leave?
so are you about to stand up and leave?
All I know is she's twiddling her
She's
thumbs.
she is going to stand up
Fiddly diddly.
and walk over to him.
That's not
I'd
the
like to
way
stand
out.
up as
No.
well.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you could have stayed sitting down enough for me to do this, but okay. I guess I'll tippy toe now, and I'll peck him on the cheek and then run out.
First base.
He kind of scrunches his face.
Yeah.
Not really sure what to make of Freya's actions
You can make a
before giving
charisma-
off a little grim to himself.
You can make a charisma check if you want. Check how
let's
oblivious
see.
you are. Okay, now you're starting to go in the right direction. You're kind of building like, whoa, that was out of nowhere, and you're free to interpret that however you like.
Oh,
yeah,
his was
likewise.
an 18.
Yeah. Okay, I thought he wrote. You didn't have to, but because you're already infatuated. now
Yep.
Now you're starting to get infatuated. If you want to use the dice as reference, you're always free to make your own selection. But there you go. You're hot kawaii. Looking out the door as you leave, Freya, you can kind of spot the black dragonborn and 3 of his henchmen like in front of the smithy, and they seem to be talking to somebody who's kind of like in the back of the shadows, just staying low to the out of view.
Can I roll a persuasion to see if I hear anything?
You
or
mean
anything like that?
perception, by all means.
Yeah, perception.
I mean, if you want to persuade me to do a perception check, by all means, go for it.
26.
How close are you getting? Like, do you want to move closer? Because
Yeah, I'm getting closer to them to see what I hear.
Alright, so I would say moving casually in that direction, you might get about 60 feet away. So you definitely hear the black dragonborn. He's like bellowing, "You guys weren't even supposed to be here, yet you came in here anyway, dealing with what we were supposed to deal with. What's the big idea?" And you can't make out the voice in the shadows right at this distance because he's really keeping his voice down. "But we were supposed to take care of this problem." Some more murmuring.
And then, since I don't really have any other purpose in the bar, could I head back to my encampment?
You can, yeah, you can head back to your encampment. I would say as you walk out, you kind of notice Freya looking in that direction for some reason.
Can I roll a perception to see if I notice him?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting for that natural one. Not happening.
20.
You definitely know where she's at. And you can see the direction she's looking, and then you see the black dragonborn maybe about 80 feet away from you, 70 feet. Like, she moved to the side of the porch up some way so she can kind of like get over there without being noticed.
I don't really want to approach her right away. I just kind of want to notice whether or not. I just want to kind of flag behind a little to see if she's going to approach him.
Like, you would be able to
If
hear
there's going
the
to be
black.
any issues.
Yeah, you could definitely make out the black dragonborn's voice because he's boisterous and proud, and he don't give a crap. And he's like, "Well, the next time you guys mess with our target, we're gonna make sure you pay for it, and you damn well better believe I'm gonna take care of it." Some murmuring.
How can I roll to whether or not I want to assume he's talking about recruiting the white one? Because if he's talking about her, I would know he's talking to one of my people.
It would probably be an insight check, maybe, to kind of put it together like that. But yeah, it seems like this conversation's leaning somewhere in there. Like, you
don't know a thing.
Alright.
So you're probably heading off to your encampment at this point. But then the black dragonborn just kind of scuffs a bit, and then at that point he's also wandering further west. Like maybe he has an encampment outside of town as well. And are you gonna stand there for a moment there, Freya, or are you heading anywhere? What's your thought on this process?
As I turn around to face the other direction and go, walk, I'm going to think about what I just overheard and wondering, like, how I would word it to the others.
I would say as you come down off the stairs of the tavern, out of the corner of your eye, because of your high passive, you notice Leon just kind of like grumbling as he walks behind the smithy, heading up the alley to maybe some other part of town.
Would it be fair if I call out to Leon?
If you feel like you should, yeah, go for it.
Leon.
Oh, Freya, how goes it? And he kind of like holds his hand up to his head.
I kind of grab his arm and like
Whoa.
tug him along with me.
I thought you liked the other. Okay, this is happening.
This is gonna seem funny at first, but I want you to walk with me for a little bit.
Sure, by all means, ma'am. And you guys
The
kind of
Black
like...
Dragonborn was just, and I say this quietly.
Right. And I would say the Red Dragonborn's nowhere to be found because he said he's going back to his encampment, which I would guess would be on the northeast side of town. And that's probably why you didn't know he was around.
Yeah.
So yeah, what is it? I mean, I was about to go get some supplies.
He was pretty much saying to another person that about a target or something.
Are you talking about the black one that came up over there talking to me while I was hiding in the shadows?
He was talking to you?
He was talking to me. I was inside the store and I didn't want to leave, so I like waited at the door until he said what he wanted to say and tried to keep the business outside because I didn't want to disrupt the order. And then yeah, he just decided he wanted to bark about us marching in over here, recruiting you, and I told him, look, you know,
You might want to warn your boss about that.
Oh.
I feel like he's in trouble. I feel like that's trouble.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to make sure he knows. I just got to finish up some errands before I head back to the encampment myself. But you take care of yourself, okay? It'll be alright. You leave whatever this is, and he kind of points in a random direction, and I'll take care of that. That's my job. And he's kind of slushed, you know. He's a little slushed, and he's like, don't you let that Black Dragonborn boss you around. Don't do it. You shouldn't do it. I swear I'll put my sword where the... Anyway, I'll let you... And he's just kind of like wandering off at this
I
point.
let Leon go.
Yeah. So he kind of staggers for a minute, and then all of a sudden kind of restatures himself like, come on, Leon, we gotta finish this day. God, that damn Ragnar too, I swear. And wanders off.
Okay, at this point, I think I'm gonna head to the fitting dress shop thing.
I think it's fair. You gave her plenty of time during the day to prepare, and like this is like near the end of the day. I guess it would be fair for her to say, "Oh, you want to get the fitting done? We could go ahead and do that." So for the rest of the time, you're getting fitted, and by the time supper, like 6 o'clock or so, comes around, like you're the last customer she expects to see, and then she's like, "There it is. It's finished. Beautiful, beautimous." Mwah. I hope you enjoy it. And this was a... You can go ahead and describe the dress again to us if you like.
It's a silk dress. It has a bottom piece. It's very long and flowing. Well, not long and flowing, but
Goes to your
to
ankle.
a normal human would be long and flowing.
Oh, absolutely. This is a knee-high dress? Is that what this is?
I was thinking more of
Or ankle
like,
high?
So it has a front piece
Uh-huh.
and it has a back piece for the bottoms.
Yeah, usually they do close it both sides. I do agree.
And it has slits between.
Unless you're at a
it has
hospital. Yeah,
slits.
that's true. We're just
It
messing
has
with you.
slits on the legs.
Gotcha. So it's a little...
And it has like
little revealing, huh?
yeah, and the top is like above her belly button,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a little low pet, but not much. It's still
It's very
reserved.
chic. It's very chic and stylish and a little revealing, yes, but it's just to tease the eyes if you're
Yes.
into Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving along, you get fitted, and it'll be about supper time by the time you get back. Is there anything during the day that Gideon needed to get done? Maybe talking to Shishay about the rules for certain matches?
I mean, I was going to talk to Freya,
Mm,
but she got back around.
Alright. Well, let's answer this out of character, and you guys can have this conversation, but I just want to know, to be fair, like, we are aware that Ragnar has a flying beast that he can mount, and, you know, him being a paladin, he can't cast spells. Is there any limitations to this fight in what you can or can't do in it that you think should be allowed and what shouldn't? And this is...
Basically,
Well, I mean, he doesn't have too much room to run, even up.
So,
And
about
we all know I
flying.
have no problem throwing.
Right, like, are you going to allow him to fly? Because he could stay grounded. Like, he'll follow your rules, but he wants to make sure he doesn't overstep the boundaries. So that's what we're doing. We're setting boundaries. Like, how much will you let him get away with? And, you know, he's going to honor whatever you say. Because it's your fight pit. So, flight, yes or no?
I guess the first question is, am I allowed to use magic to summon a steed?
Yeah, would you allow him to use the steed? Maybe that should be the first question, because summoning it's no problem. And this is to you, Gideon, whatever you feel like, because we want to make it fair for, you know, as a fight pit scenario, and it is your fight pit.
I mean, as far as the magic goes,
Yeah.
like, I'll be fighting one-on-one. If he wants to go ahead and have his steed,
Mm-hmm.
more power to him.
Okay.
Just don't be upset about fall damage if it happens. Like, if I grab your ass and, you know, rip it the fuck off the mount.
Mm-hmm. So fly at your own risk. So it sounds
Yeah,
like...
fly at your own risk.
And, magic is allowed? Especially illusion magic, or magic that could influence people, or charm spells, or anything like that? Like, is there any restrictions?
Dude, charming the foe, like... I'd love to say just combat spells, and of course there's always going to be an argument, well, charming the opponent is combat, because if they're not fighting, then it makes it...
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the logic we need to kind of, like, map out, because certain strategies are built around my ability to do this, you know? And if you don't allow me to do that, then I'm not fighting you at my fullest.
I feel like...
But at the same time, it's like certain things like...
I'd love to say direct damage spells only, but we'll see what happens here.
I was gonna say, damage spells only kinda takes away, like, at least a third of a paladin's class.
Either that, or it just makes it to where you just do one thing and one thing only.
Right, that's like
it's
saying
it's
the spellcaster can cast one spell.
Well, it's then
In
saying you
comparison,
can smite,
versing a class that doesn't need spells.
Yeah. But yeah, you're
Right, which smite is strong, but
and then any
smite
spell
alone
that
doesn't
empowers.
buff my
Yeah,
buff my
Alright.
class in the same means that a barbarian's passive buffers.
So yeah, it's still.
Oh no,
kinda-
you like buff spells are fine, but like okay, we'll put no charms because charms just like we'll walk out of the ring. Winning on a technicality like that's kind of horseshit.
Yeah, so like a command to forfeit the fight would be. How about this? If it's like similar to a command or a charm to say forfeit the fight, no.
Yeah, forfeiting the fight would count as I don't want to say suicide, but for
Well, yeah, for the purpose of the fight pits, you can't you can't charm characters to make them damage themselves, and we'll consider anything that would cause a forfeiture
Yeah, I think that's fair to say
Harmful.
too.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna throw charms at him until it sticks and tell him to walk the fuck out the ring.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what I
yeah.
If
yeah,
that's
nothing
your
like that.
strategy,
Nothing-
okay, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, no, like, see, and that's fine. I mean, like, so long as the spells are not, just poof, I win, you walked out the ring. I really don't
Yeah.
care a whole lot.
Yeah, we definitely need a match that lasted longer than Visser and Ryder.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Visser rolled a natural 20 to kick him out of the ring, and that's how that went. So
That was a little bit of Viscer's poor planning.
it was poor planning on both their parts, but Visser overplanned, and he's like, this worked way too well. But yeah, I didn't save him on the other end of it. But yeah, this is like
So wait, so is there like a circle in the ring that's a boundary?
Yeah, walking out of the ring or getting pushed out of the ring is, you lose.
unless you call it a no out of bounds either.
Yeah,
But you have to stay
Getting
within
knocked
the
in a home run.
yeah, like
yeah, fucking home run back Viscer there.
yeah, unless you get knocked out of the arena and can't make it back on your own for a while. Yeah, that was like a.
So
forfeiture.
I know you described like the bleachers and such in the fight pit. So is it?
There's like a barricade.
Are there
around-
are there walls around it?
Yeah, yeah. There's
Yeah,
like
there are
a
walls
bar-
and a roof on it. It's like a cage.
Yeah, so like the audience is protected, and then the runes, the wards, like there's wards around the walls that do spare the dying on you automatically if you fall to 0 health. So nobody can technically die. Doesn't mean you can't take this outside and get killed, or if somebody was to like scratch that rune off and die over there. I mean, there's stuff like
Right.
that can happen, but for the most part, this is supposed to be a protective barrier for.
We've done
the
what we
audience.
can to prevent unnecessary death.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's like if you die, don't worry, you're gonna come back. But that's another thing. Like weapons allowed, I'm assuming. And
Yeah,
because
unless he wants to just go straight fisticuffs, like that's on him.
yeah. If you want to go straight fisticuffs, and if you want to go for pushing out of the arena, like the tournament that we had before in the fight pit, where it's just a bunch of people in the middle and you just try to
Yeah,
shove and
sumo
push.
rules.
Yeah, sumo rules for the most part. So yeah, that's like what we need to do, like discuss like rulings before we go into the fight, and this will be the stuff like in character you're talking over, but at the same time we're talking about it out of character so that I, as the DM, can help you run that situation without spending too much time on it. But
So, I mean, as far as sumo style rules, isn't something I was really looking for.
mhm.
Ragnar would really enjoy just hack and slash until somebody,
1v1.
I guess you could say, faints or
What
whatever
is it?
not really dies because they're resurrected. But
Last man standing.
yeah,
Yeah, I
There you
like
go.
those rules. Or no disqualifications.
yep,
So
like a last man
fly at
standing.
your own risk. Magic is allowed, but we are not saying you can charm somebody to leave the ring. Cannot charm a victory, basically. Is that
Gotcha.
fair so far?
Yeah, I want victory to be.
It's like
but-
gentleman rules,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
don't do anything stupidly cheap.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No button smashing in a platform fighting game type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Alright, so now that that's out of the way, kind of got a bearing on that. Like I would imagine that you would have came over there and had that conversation with Gideon as the fighters are still signing up with Shishay, kind of referencing it over with you. So if there's anything else outside of the fight technicalities that you two wanted to talk about with Shishay, you can have that moment as well. But yeah, this is pretty much progressing into the evening hours. Freya went to go get fitted, and she will be returning as soon as dusk starts to hit, which by this time Ragnar would be leaving. But if there's something beforehand you want to talk about, by all means.
That's what we need to do. We need to like Super Smash Brothers rule sets.
I
We
almost,
just need to like get a bunch of rule sets we can pull from. Be like, all right, this works.
yeah. I almost bought that game today, by the way. But anyway,
Smash Ultimate.
yeah, I got me a Switch from Dell. But anyway, back to this. Let's see. Actually, you guys want to take 5 minutes for a break? Make sure
Yeah, I'm good
everybody's
with that.
back, and then once we come back into it, we'll go into the evening hours where Freya comes home. And then the
Sounds
next day is when the fight pit's going to start. So then we'll get in right into the morning unless there's something else we got to take care of. So, yeah, we're going to take 5 minutes.
I was looking to at some point because I was headed back to the camp to speak with Leon about venturing north.
Right.
So, just at
I'm
some
back.
point, if I
Welcome
could
back.
address that with Leon.
We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So I noticed you were BRB. I was like, well, let's all take a break, and we'll come back. And then when we come back from our break, you'll be returning from the clothing shop to show off your fancy dress, and then we'll get right back into the night hours. We'll get into the next day, and hopefully we'll get right to the fight pit. All right? So,
Right.
let me go get a drink. Feel free to keep chit-chatting. Keep chat alive if they're there. Hello, everybody. And I shall return. Oh, yeah!
Fight Pit does take place at nighttime, correct?
Evening hours, yeah. Starts at like 7 p.m. unless they
I
want
know
to
that
earlier.
it'll end at night.
Yeah. Pyrotechnics will work.
It starts at 7. I'd say it's at a minimum of a 4-hour event.
So yeah. Okay. I have a finale planned. That would really be, good if it was night.
May the dice ever be in your favor. Dum-da-dum. Nom, 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 nom. Much needed drink. Oh yeah.
Can you manipulate major image without going to the illusionary college?
I don't know, can you? Bards can take spells from any class. They're not restricted, are
It's
they?
I think it's a passive though for the illusionary.
Well, if you can't have their feats if you're not that class. Like if you didn't pick that archetype, you can't take their feats.
Full of illusion. Malleable illusion, yeah.
Okay, standing by for everybody to kind of get back in here. I mean, I think we still got a few more minutes though.
She should be back here soon. Lexi or Graham.
Okay, sweet. Only one of those are concentration.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So Machi, you still with us? I think you're still here, right?
He's mute.
So, okay, maybe not. Okay. Still got a few more minutes, I'm not gonna rush. But, yeah, anything we need to talk about before we go for what?
How
What?
is the arena lit? Like, is it through torches in the middle?
It could be either torches to set the scene. Also, I would say there's probably some magic light spells that are like on candles or candelabras that are like illuminating the area around it too. And definitely like there's this, I don't know, it's kind of like up to the imagination. Like I don't think we described it in detail, but you guys
Well,
put
the
a lot
thing
of,
is, I'm going to turn the lights out at the end. At
I
least in
mean,
the
yeah,
middle
you
of
can
the
do
stage.
that. Yeah, you can do that. Like if it's manipulated by magic, I think with thaumaturgy you could still kind of like turn the light out.
don't have
Would
that.
it be to add? This would be to add some sort effects,
What's that?
like a call lightning around it.
Thunder.
Yeah.
That's a scary lighting effect.
Preferences are AC/DC.
Thunder. Na, 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 na.
Would you allow it or no?
Well, I'm not saying no, but I just think that a call lightning being active and you're constantly bringing down the thunder, you know, could cause some panic, depending.
Oh, I just want to do it at the end, like at the very end.
Oh, okay, like a pop. Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. You can do that. Sure, I'll make you waste a spell slot just so I can start the next scene right after and catch you unawares.
But it's only going to be a level 1.
Okay. Call lightning isn't a level 1
I'm
spell,
using
is
a
it?
level 2 and a level 4.
Okay, it'll be level 2 then, right?
It'll be whatever level Call Lightning is. I thought it was like a level 3 spell, wasn't it?
It's,
Yeah, it's a level 3, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, played with enough druids to know something about that.
yeah, going to be using a level 2 and a level 4.
By all means, you can use whatever you want. And depending upon how you roleplay and describe it, I may or may not give you advantage. So, think about
Oh,
that.
you're giving me advantage.
You better be putting together one performance that's worth remembering then, because if I don't hear enough information to actually make it sound good, I'm not giving you advantage. You back there, Samachi? Oh, still muted? But everybody having fun so far?
I am.
Just so everybody knows, like whenever we're streaming, I will not know I need to check my messages unless you say something. Because it doesn't beep or anything, because I got it turned off for streaming. So if you got a whisper, this is more to Ragnar's benefit than anybody else, but a reminder that if you whisper me something on Discord and you need me to read it, just say, hey Star, I sent you a DM, can you check it when you get a chance? You know, just chime in. Because I just now noticed I had a whisper from somebody.
Alright.
And I don't think so. Unless you want to carry 2 long swords or something, or with an extra weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Just waiting on Salmachi. Salmachi, you there?
Oh, and I guess the other thing that we didn't really discuss was use of items.
Oh yeah, you can have that brief conversation. I mean, technically... Well, I don't know. With you with the ability...
I don't know.
You have to talk it out.
I was just saying because I literally have no items in my entire inventory.
Potions are not allowed.
Alright.
If you want to heal yourself by spell slots, if you want to waste them that way, I believe that would be allowed, but I think that's on you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't because I'm a little unfamiliar with D&D in general. I don't even know what all you types of items you could really use to have advantage in arenas. I just know that I don't have any.
Just in case. Let's see here.
Speak to me, and I may be able to help a little bit. I have a lot of helpful spells.
Why are we pinging me?
Because I wasn't sure if you were there, or if you had the mic muted, or if you were distracted. I just didn't know.
I had the mic muted.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were, because we were talking to you, and you weren't saying anything back.
I wondered about that.
Yeah. That's the only
Anyway.
reason. Alright, so yeah, good thing I did, right? Alright. But yeah, you guys ready to get back into it?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Already.
Freya, you're back from the shop. Either your dress is on you or in a box. Up to you.
It's on me.
So you come strong.
Along with my circlet that's silver and my
Freya's fancy clothes.
yep. And my cuffs on my scaly hair or whatever.
Make a, as you're walking into the room where Shishay's working, just make me like a, some kind of charisma check just to see, and I'm gonna give you a
Don't say performance, for the love of God. She's not a stripper.
No.
Okay.
This is just for my own benefit to see a reaction of some sort. Yeah,
Do you want me to roll charisma?
Yeah, just do a general charisma check, because you're walking in these fanciful clothes. I'm gonna give you advantage.
That. Okay, 18.
With the plug, yeah. Because you put a lot of effort into these clothes. And Shishay goes, wow, somebody went shopping. That looks really sharp.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was just mainly to improve
Shishay,
it.
can I have a word with you real quick?
Well, I think we...
Cliche is not the love doctor.
What? Love? What's that? Sure. So she walks over to you. What's wrong?
So I think I made an ass out of myself.
Go on.
I kissed the red dragonborn on the cheek.
You wanted to do it?
Something compelled me to.
Hold on, let me check you over. She like bends you down, looks you over in the eyes and everything, kind of pulls your snout out and around. It's like, well, it doesn't look like you're under any influences, like a magic spell or anything.
I turn red.
Okay. I get the gist that you're both the same race, which is also a plus when it comes to making a relationship. Is that what's going on here?
I don't know what's going on. I just know I feel funny whenever I'm with him. Whenever I'm around him.
She can't give you a straight face either. She's like, well. And she kind of looks away from you as well.
Birds and the bees.
Yeah,
Birds and the bees. Birds and the bees.
Not that I would know what that feeling's like, she says, kind of like almost high-pitched, unnormal of her.
You... I see the way you look at Rex.
She
We
was
have the
very...
wolf fucker, the not wolf fucker, and the soon-to-be dragon fucker.
Welcome.
Meanwhile, Gideon's just off in his corner with a dirty magazine, apparently.
Well, he's probably fucking off instead of fucking someone, right? Fucking someone up is a different story. Anyway, continuing on. So yeah, Shishay's like showing a little awkwardness as this conversation got redirected at her, and she's like,
Any advice?
She kind of looks at you sternly. It's like, you're coming to me with this, asking for advice?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I want to put it on the table for you. Let's deconstruct this bit. You kissed him where? Like, where did you go?
On the cheek.
Where did you go? Where were you when you did it?
The tavern.
Where
I
do
wasn't
you-
drinking.
Okay, you answered that question before I could ask it. Because I would have been like, okay, maybe you were drunk. No, you're not. Okay, well then, Did you get rejected afterwards?
I kind of ran out.
That's good. That's good. That's good strategy. She like puts her hands on your shoulders, goes, running away is never the wrong answer. If you don't know what to do, just run.
Hit and run.
Hit and run. Yes. And she's like begging back. It's like, yeah, that's good strategy. Okay. So here's what you. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, but do you like him?
I feel like I do, but I don't know. I don't know what this feeling is.
Okay, calm down. Just breathe. Okay, it's fine. Okay.
At what point can I walk in on this?
You can
Oh,
walk
God.
in. Yeah, like they're in the foray and they like closed the door, so they were like at the front. But you can easily kind of hear a little bit of.
Freya kind of leans down and just kneels down in front of Shishi.
Yeah, so like you could enter the door at any time if you want, because. You're like,
I was just making sure this was an interruptible scene. I'm gonna let it go for a second.
Yeah, like
I'm
make it.
pending.
Do you want to be listening at the door? You can make a perception check at that point to see how.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be a creep about it.
You're not going to be a creep. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she's like, all right, so.
No, I'm just gonna walk in with really helpful ideas.
Okay, so she's like, all right, so you were at the bar. You kissed him on the cheek. How long? How long was the kiss? This is important.
It was just a second, and then I
Just-
ran. I could bear.
Okay, that's perfect. You had the element of surprise, and he probably doesn't know what happened. He probably forgot all about it. Yeah, that's it. He forgot all about it.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
good. You're good.
okay,
It was
okay.
nothing. It was nothing.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's nothing. Wait, what?
I'm gonna walk in at this point.
Yeah, so they're like patting and going.
Okay.
Oh, Gideon.
You two are making a lot of noise, and Gideon hurt a lot. If you need help making him forget, Gideon can hit him in the head a few times.
Well, he is having that fight, so this might be to your advantage. Yes, I know. Isn't that right? The tabaxi in the corner was saying something. Yeah, Groucho the tabaxi in the corner.
Gideon promised not to mess his face up too much for you, though, if you still like him.
So yeah, that's where. So like Gideon and Shisha are both surrounding you. Like, yeah, do you like him? Or she is.
So Freya just kind of beams bright red now.
I think we know the answer to this now. Look, I'm not going to attack you on this. I can't continue to make fun of you of this because it seems like I don't want to suffer the shame that you're suffering. So here, get up. She like pulls you up. Don't be scared.
Does that
Maybe
mean
some
Gideon
water.
can't kick
Maybe
him in
some
the
water.
nuts?
No!
Power enough.
I put my tail in my mouth.
Fatality. Hello?
You know, damaged goods and
Oh
all
wow, I
that.
thought I fixed Discord from ever kicking me out again, but apparently not. I think we had a disconnect there for a second, guys. Hold on. Hello?
Welcome back, Star.
Hello?
So apparently what?
I'm glowing, but I'm not hearing anything.
We hear you.
When you're talking.
Alright, I'll leave again and see if that fixes it.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh.
Maybe the headset. just
Alright, so
turned-
I'll agree to keep it
Mic
above
off.
the waist and over the clothes. How about you there,
Battery low.
Ragnar?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Alright. My
Charging
apologies.
battery.
My headset decided it was dead and didn't want to give me a warning. Alright.
Okay, would you be overtly pissed if you lost? I walked up and gave you a kiss on the cheek. That way we had a measuring stick to see if it was just getting a kiss on the cheek.
What the hell is this shit? Is this something? Is this a custom of this nation? I don't know.
I'd ship it.
Gideon and Red Dragonborn. All right.
But think about the fan fictions.
Oh boy.
Right?
Standing back to back, battle axe or mighty pick in one hand and a sword and shield in the other. They defend each other from behind, yet they both. Anyway.
I'll always protect your rear.
Yeah. Well, good night, everybody.
Not my back I'm worried about, it's my front.
Well, that's up to you.
How quick can we get Star demonetized?
Oh, apparently it doesn't take much. Apparently, no matter what I play, it also gets demonetized. But anyway, let's get back into this action here. Let's see. So
It's all in good fun.
yeah, so Shishay picks you up and tells you, you know, be brave, be brave. It's fine, it's okay. You pull through this, you know. And you just kissed him for a second. It was in the bar. Maybe he won't think nothing of it. But do you want him to think? And she's like bouncing the question off you, but at the same time she's reflecting it back to herself. And then she's like, I shouldn't ask that. That's rude.
I mean, do I want to make myself like look like a creep for doing it? Like I don't
But-
want him to think of me like that.
She reaches up to your shoulders and places them and tippy toes a bit. Listen, time. Just give it time. And if you two grow comfortable with each other, then time was the answer. But if you rush it, don't rush it. Don't rush it. That's all you gotta do. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. You've only known him.
Gideon not think getting a kiss on the cheek creepy.
Any advice?
Um,
Other than don't fuck it up. I mean,
what's the female way of saying don't fuck it up? Just be yourself.
there you go.
That's the female
Okay.
version right there. Just be yourself. It's okay. Give it time. You'll be fine. You got this.
Okay,
Besides-
I'm gonna splash water on my face. That way I could try to cool down a little bit.
Yes, maybe a spa treatment wouldn't be a bad idea. At any rate, you'll be fine.
And Gideon go to the spa too.
Just so you know, Gideon, that's where you also go to bathe. I mean, I
What
highly
if Gideon
recommend
just
it.
want to feel pretty?
No, I highly recommend it. If you feel like you need a treatment, by all means, you definitely
Let's
should
see
take
what spa in their sane mind actually lets me in.
it. You're the mini tard. You have renown. What are you talking about? You can get in anywhere.
Right?
And then they're gonna
Waggly
sell.
eyebrows.
And then they're gonna bottle the water in which you bathed in, and then say, "This is Minitar water. He came to our spa," and they'll try to sell it as a commodity.
I wonder if Tim would drink it.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Minitar water. Thirst quencher.
And then no, and I could definitely see it. Like, look, I need one of those bottles, and I'm gonna give it to a certain black dragonborn, and be like, "Here, this water's on the house."
Oh, I'm gonna have another conversation with them. I need to have this last one.
Who are we talking about? Who's them?
Gideon and Shishay.
Oh yeah, well you're still there talking. Like we just kind of broke away there for a minute. Sorry, but yeah.
I seen the black dragonborn here.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, people come and go, right?
He said something about a target.
Maybe he want more.
Do I need to buff
I mean,
up security?
I would agree with that. But I digress.
I mean, we had security, but I can get us more if we need it.
Call
Him and
your friend buddy is from the dragon people in.
him and Leon was having a conversation. He sounded pretty mad about whatever they was talking about the target.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like imagining how Shishay envisions this, because like,
See, this is something I wasn't there for, but I do remember that Bar might have mucked with them at one point or another.
yeah,
And if Bar is the target, they are shit out of luck.
they sure are, aren't they? So yeah, I mean, if that's determining what he meant by target is up to you to kind of like suss out.
Yeah.
Like, I might have been able to offer
Only
you details
only
with him.
Leon would know.
Yeah, so maybe a conversation with him might give you an insight check at that point. But like if you did it back then, you might have been able to discern something, but never came up. But yeah,
I will also be giving a casual, like, hey, watch the bard guy. He tried to dig in my head.
he did.
Gideon got him to stop.
I did see you get
Is it the
upset
short
there for a
one
minute.
that I met at the tavern?
Was he wearing a crappy
Music?
cloak and a fluffy hat? With a quill in
Performer.
Did he look like a less gay Elton John?
Yeah.
Suck it, Razor!
I mean, I told him not to expect to get paid, so if he tries anything funny...
We came to an understanding. He knows not dig around in my head. I know not to put pick in his.
So no digging in anyone's head.
Literally. Quite literally.
Yeah, no, you might be mining for thoughts. I'm mining for brainstem.
Yeah, yeah. And then Gideon gets the title Intellect Devourer at that point.
Intellect destroyer, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah. Like
I didn't exactly absorb any of the knowledge.
unlock new achievement. At any rate, so yeah, continuing on. So you brought up this, like you're giving Shishay definitely enough to think about, and she's definitely like considering like, should I beef up security?
He had
What's your
a few-
opinion?
He also had a few of his cultists with him, so
Well, it seems like they all kind of march around together, especially if they feel like they don't have enough numbers.
did Visser leave that skull behind?
I don't know if Visser left anything behind.
He left the rock behind because he couldn't pack that. Excuse me.
I mean, he could have taken his bed.
I don't know. Do you want the skull?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's wearing it for a face mask now because it like fits perfectly over his head.
Oh, that's fine then. It's okay.
He's putting it to good use.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he still has it because he's probably
Okay.
pulling it out right
Proper
now,
use.
saying, "Yeah, he's like got it over his head like Cubone and say, hey, look at me, Arcadia, I'm dancing around like a clown. I'm a scary dragonborn."
I like him and miss him, but he was also a little frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that was supposed to like impose role challenges. Like he wasn't exactly helpful, but at the same time, he would be if you needed him to be.
I don't know, the force disadvantage on shit was kind of shit.
Yeah, but it made for a beautiful scene either way.
Mm.
It was mostly on Ryder. And Ryder and him did not get along, so... That was mainly him forcing the disadvantage because he wanted to fuck with Ryder. If I recall correctly. Not like a lot of his roles with you guys wasn't...
It is a couple of disadvantages on Bar too.
Well, Bar hasn't been interacting correctly with them either, so...
Of
But
course
I
not.
digress. Yeah, I mean, you just had this happy thought to help him, but that's a different story. That's table talk type stuff. So let's stick with the scene at hand. We'll deal with that later. But, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give both Shishay and Gideon a hug. And then head off to the washroom. That way I can wash my face off or whatever.
Does Gideon try to prolong the hug?
Does he?
Nah.
Yeah, and Shishay just kind of like stands up stiff and straight. It's like, well, I think we got everything ironed out for now. If there's any other details you need me to deal with right away, let me know. Otherwise,
I just
Well,
thought you needed to know about the Black Dragonborn.
That, and as for added security, I'm pretty sure the city guard will be at the event looking for our friend. Seeing if we're harboring him anyway.
Yeah.
How did you know I had that plan?
Because I'm not an idiot. Gideon might not be the
Exactly.
smartest, but...
Exact. Well, no, you're not that dumb either, so... And Shishay will kind of like look at you for a minute. It's like, look, Gideon, I heard about what happened. I don't know if anybody had a chance to talk to you about it yet. Do you want to talk about it?
Gideon has simple plan.
Well,
It's
what is...
okay.
Just out of curiosity and job security, what is your plan?
If the guards try to kill him, Gideon will kill the guards.
Okay, if they try to kill him. So, we need to find him first, is what you're telling me. And make sure the guards don't know about it.
I told Jefferson he would be out and about, so Jefferson knows that if he sees him, to let him know.
Very well.
But she doesn't know Jefferson's sketchy, but she also knows Bart talked to him a lot. So.
Yeah, and Jefferson has made his presence kind of known off and on. Like during the fight pits and stuff. So she kind of knows who he is. She knows him as just the owner of the brewery.
The wine guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who makes sure that shit gets shipped. But, yeah. So, yeah, she will nod to you and tell you, listen, I'll put some words out through my people. Like, I do have a couple connections here and there that might be able to help. And I'll see if there's something going on with Bar's case, maybe. But I just want you to know, if you need to talk about it, if you feel like this is too much to hold on to, because I understand you two were close friends, and it's hard. It's a hard...
okay, Shishay. The angry make me stronger.
You do you, sir. At any rate, if there's anything else you need me to do before I leave. Yeah. So any, like...
Let the rage flow through you. Like, that's just all that's in Gideon's head right now.
Into the dark side. Yeah, so Shishay's going to, like, finish up any paperwork that's left. Anything she needs to take notes on for tomorrow's event. And she will be pretty much packing up what her stuff consists of and make her way out.
She's done a good job today.
Yep, she's been on the ball. I would say, like, as you're kind of casually waiting around during the evening hours, there is a knock at the foray, at the front door.
Why not?
And you open the door. Or you can be cautious,
Yep.
It doesn't matter. There's this...
No, I'll open the door.
There's a black shadowy figure, like, dressed in all black. Like, he's, like, trying to blend in with the night, and he says, "Note from Jefferson." And he just hands you a parchment paper that's kind of, like, folded up.
I'll give him a small tip for the transfer, and I'm assuming he's not waiting on a reply.
No, he...
Like,
matter
that
of fact,
wasn't-
as soon as he handed it to you, he was just waiting for you to take it, and he was ready to leave. But you kind of, like, slip him a silver piece or something? Copper piece?
Yeah, I was gonna give him a gold piece.
Oh.
Since it's super hush-hush, since Jefferson's not supposed to be known as a bad guy.
Yeah, so he's like, very well, take care. If you need to reply, he'll find you tomorrow.
I know where to find him.
Yeah, and that. Bye. And he makes his way off.
I told these thievy people that we're good, for money making, but they didn't want to listen. So I had to kick one of their asses.
That was a fun fight. You had fun. So, yeah.
Bye fucking clothing.
What do you want to do with that piece of paper you got?
I'm gonna read it first.
Alright.
Surprisingly, Gideon is more literate than
Yeah, that's why I just kind of said it. You're going to read it, that's what I need to know. But it states, just so you know, the boy, because of the scene, we're going to donate to the church to try to get him resurrected. And maybe we could smooth things over after that. Best regards, Jefferson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that. But yeah, that time there, like, this night is all yours. Like, if there's anything you want to go over, otherwise you can go into your long rest and we can wake up the next day and we could probably fast forward a bit to the fight pit unless there's day events that we need to take care of. Like, I'm leaving it open to you. Like, where do you want to take the next scene?
I'm gonna make sure I have the right thing on this real quick.
So, like, any of you that are preparing for the fight pit, you're getting your long rest, so if you need to change out your spells, because now you know new rules, like clerics or paladins or, druids who can prepare different spells, you may do so now, as you have your long rest. And
See, before the long rest, you can actually make a decent enough rope out of skin.
whoa.
And I have a bunch of garbage skin.
Oh, okay. I thought you're talking human skin. I was like, wow, this is gonna be one weird rope.
Oh no, that's for later.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So what are we doing? You making some rope? Yeah, you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna
materials.
make some sinew rope, pretty much.
So let's see. You have the leather.
It's a little springy,
Yeah.
which is part of the idea here.
Survival, dexterity, whichever you feel is better. If you're using the crystal. Or
So I'm gonna be making multiple lengths of this because I have multiple charges.
How many charges you want to disperse in?
I was gonna go with 4.
4 charges, so give me 4 rows. Good. I would say you have 3 lengths of 50-foot rope. The other one kind of got torn up a little bit.
1 for failure is fine.
Yeah, but you got over 7.
I needed 3
yeah,
for my plan.
So you got
So.
150 feet worth of rope. And you can have that all in one bundle if you want. If you want it all in one bundle, you can have it in one bundle. Be like a fireman hose.
Oh no, I'll drop you a DM real quick on the nasty I have planned.
Sure, I appreciate that. And yeah, is there
And I added Pass Without a Trace to my second spell slots.
nice.
There you
nice.
go. So it's,
All right.
when in the piss was the last time I fucking PM'd you?
I don't know, man. You've been gone a while.
I know you're not that far down.
No, I'm pretty forgettable, apparently.
No, I got down to actually when I was PMing Cody from Roll20 that he had fucking typos in his Mistwalker book. There you are.
I got
Yeah, no, I just scrolled right past you.
All right.
And
Alrighty. What else, Lexi? Was that it? Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah, that was it.
And Ragnar, are you making changes? I mean, you don't have to tell me. I just need to know if you're making any. 'Cause if you
Yeah,
want-
just a couple things.
All right. Just to be kind of aware that you, like, I know you had like a strategy, but you weren't sure if we were going to do it. Now you know the rules. Now you can kind of like prepare yourself for that. So there you go. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I guess I could see that happening. So yeah. Improvised weapon, by the way, right?
yeah, it'll be Dex, no proficiency.
Gotcha. Alright, as long as we're fair on that rule. Alright, yeah, so long rest, everybody. Morning comes around. Those who are out at the encampment, like Leon, he's probably waking up with a hangover. Then he like kicks the other goons away and talks to Ragnar for a little bit. You know, just kind of like asking you when you want to head to town.
How early is it?
No, it's like sunrise or 7 in the morning. Like, you don't have to be there for another 12 hours. So, like, if there's anything during the day you think you need to do, visit certain places.
So, question.
Yes.
Can I summon my hippogriff now and
Yep.
purchase a saddle for it?
Yep.
So I would like to go ahead and spend the time that I would need to go ahead and
So we're watching.
summon up my hippogriff.
Yeah, so you're doing this ritual to, like, summon your hippogriff, and Leon's like, I'll never get used to this. And then about 10 minutes later, this hippogriff comes out of nowhere and appears right before you. So he's with you now.
And then I'll probably just leave him stabled at the encampment and head into town to purchase a saddle for him.
Alright, let's see here. My player's handbook's way over there. Let me go get it real quick. Unless anybody knows the price of a saddle. Or barding. Or
I had a.
how much are you?
It'd be an exotic saddle, or
Jeez.
Like,
I think mechanically speaking.
yeah, you're trying to up its AC.
No, saddles don't give AC.
Oh.
No, saddles just make it so you can ride the damn thing.
Yeah.
Here you
can
go.
actually ride it without. So.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
just
thought
gives
the
it.
spell said you can.
Yeah.
It just gives it advantage when checks as far as knocking me off.
That's surprising in pounds.
It should be
On.
60 gold pieces. 40 pounds.
Page 157 if you want a reference.
That's what I meant to do. I got it out. But yeah.
Actually, question.
Go ahead, ask.
So from what I'm reading, it says a military saddle braces me, giving me that advantage, but it doesn't state it for an exotic. But an exotic is what I would have to put on it.
Let me see here. So you need a military saddle in order to get the advantage?
It says a military saddle braces the rider, helping you to keep your seat on an active battle mount. It gives you an advantage on any check you make to remain mounted. But with the hippogriff being flying, it would require an exotic.
Yeah, I would say if you get an exotic saddle, because of the cost, and because these hippogriffs have in your home country been militarized, I would say it's easy to say that that exotic also counts as a military saddle.
Gotcha. And then
So like, you'll get the benefits, but you have to pay a little extra because of your beast.
look at the cost of parting real quick.
But yeah, is there any other business during the day that we need to take care of with other people?
I just need to get your opinion on the thingy.
Alright, I'm gonna look here.
I need to set up beforehand.
Oh, you better be ready to roleplay, Fran. It's a lot of stuff you want to do, and I'm excited to see it, but let's see here.
Question, can you sell gear for the same price that it costs?
No, you sell for half.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try to persuade them to take more, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I would say like the initial damage would be fair, and then the contested strength check and whatnot to break out of it at the time that it connects. So if you hit,
And then the second one.
then he has to make. Well, here's the thing though. I think the trap itself should have its own DC, not going off of yours. You know what I mean? Because the strength, you know, it's not going off on your strength. It's going off on its strength as a metal instrument. Give it DC 14. Sound fair? Or yeah, I think a 14 sounds pretty solid. So like, you first have to hit, and then you force the DC, and then if he fails, then you can proceed from there. Otherwise, he manages to pry it off and get it off him before anything else happens. To be as vague as possible on it. Sound fair or no?
Getting on the exact phrasing. Because it'll be strength to overcome the metal.
Mm-hmm.
You can't dex your way out of that one. Because the dex is covered with the hit.
Yeah, I don't think that matters though. Like, class-wise, what he has. Mm-hmm.
So how's that for the description?
Well, I got a bear trap I'm looking at exactly, or some trap. Let's see here.
I think hunting trap has its own page. That's where I pulled the damage on.
You might want to ask that question out loud. To you, Ragnar.
What do you mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but before I go into town, are like items other than healing potions allowed to be used, or?
I feel like it needs to follow the same, gentleman's rule. Nothing yippy.
Yeah, when you're trying to find them.
Like, would you allow healing spell?
He said items.
Yeah, not spells, just like items in general.
Like
Okay.
beat of force or something like that.
In order to avoid what happened with the Visser Rider situation, I do think we need to blacklist Beat of Force.
Alright. So
Yeah.
beat of force is blacklisted, but that's not... I was just trying to bring up an example. Like, it's an actual...
Yeah, no, that example, though, I think we do need to blacklist Beat of Force, because that's just... It gets bad.
That was fun. That was a fun time. It was a bad time, too. But anyway.
Visser is now the reason for a house rule.
Yeah, Visser... He just wants to be like you guys. Break the rules if he can do it. At any rate. So yeah. As long as it's not a beat of force or a wand of healing, which I should be fine.
Wand of Healing, I don't care about healing potions. I mean, if they come out, they come out.
So you're allowing healing potions?
I mean, if he's got healing spells,
Yeah.
then healing we can't outlaw healing.
Alright, so there you go. There's your ruling there. But yeah, so what do you want? Like, if it's something you don't want to bring up, you can DM me, tell me what you want to buy, and I can give you a price that way. Like, if you're trying to leave these bag of tricks in the background, because I know... Yeah, but I do...
Right.
Oh, I've only got
have
one thing, bag of tricky.
Yeah, he's telling me something that he might be trying, and if there's something you want to try to find, I can do that in DM with you. Just let me know that I got a DM waiting. But, Freya or... Timmy, you guys got anything you want to do?
Well, he was preparing, like Timmy was preparing his performance, his thingy.
Yeah,
I will be arriving at their house that the place where I signed up
Uh-huh.
or met.
Yeah.
I will be arriving there about an hour before the match starts.
Uh-huh. So you'll be there an hour early. Like, and yeah, I'm just trying to get through the day. Like, if there's anything you want to prepare beyond this.
I'm gonna check the macro to make sure that's not
So yeah, were you needing to buy anything in town, Ragnar?
I didn't check a box.
Yeah, I was gonna pick up an exotic saddle.
Alright, so that's 60 gold.
And I was gonna go to the tavern to see if I see the black dragonborn.
I don't know if you would or not. Make a perception check.
Okay. 21.
You don't see him,
Doesn't. Oh.
but you see maybe like one of his guys that you've seen around town.
Okay.
But he's definitely not here. And he's just like at the front of the bar, like waiting for an order.
Well, I'm gonna sit down beside him and order a drink.
Gives you a long stare. Hey,
What's up?
not much. Is that food ready yet? Hold your horses. And the barmaid comes over and asks you what you want to drink.
I just want an ale.
Aye. One ale coming up. And you can see this guy kind of like getting a little nervous because of how close you are, and then like, so heard you
That'll do.
Becoming the white avatar.
I am.
Oh wait, I shouldn't be talking about that. Sorry. Don't hurt me. I didn't mean to say anything out of turn.
Hey.
Huh?
That's something you don't need to say out loud.
I know, and he's like punishing himself for it. Bad. There's your order, and he's got like these, like sacks that are put together, which look like they have like little meals in there. So it's like this the little errand boy who went to go get breakfast.
So, are you going to the fight pit today?
I'm not supposed to talk to you. I gotta go. And he's trying to get away from you at this point and leave. Your L's now in front of you, though.
I toss her a gold piece.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. You need another one, you let me know. You're good for a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that guy kind of
And
like...
yeah, he fucked off.
Yeah, he fucked off. He's like, I'm not staying here. I'm gonna get... Like, oh shit, I gave her something for free. And then it's like, I need to quit talking. I know I'm a bad mouth, so he left. And, yeah.
So I just sip on it and enjoy the conversations that go around me and stuff like that.
Make an investigation check then, while you're just kind of like keeping an ear out for something. See what you can hear, like if there's any rumors that come to mind. Like the main rumor going on is it's been a cold winter and a lot of jobs that require adventures have been kind of like dying down, and then there's like a lot of talk like, thank God we got the fight pit to keep us warm. Keep us energized, keep us excited. But yeah, there's nothing else you hear outside of like the normal talk you already know. But yeah, that's your morning. Gideon, did you need something for the morning besides what you already did? Like, there's nothing else I need to check, is there?
I figure what I've got there.
I mean...
Because you see that in there in the chat.
I'm gonna post you what I saw in Roll20 ruling. Let me see if yours is the same. Well, this is the actual item itself. That's what that read. Like, you can look that up under that same descriptor. So, maybe...
I mean...
yeah, but, it won't have the attack bonus aside from your dex. But we could probably do the one, that there damage instead of what we said earlier. And I would say...
Okay, so that bumps the DC and the damage up.
Yeah.
On your trap there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we were close. We were very close with that. Like, the damage...
we were.
Yeah, the damage was off a little bit, but that was more to your advantage on this end. Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, no, everything has increased in my favor from that, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's an actual item placement, so that'll work. We can use that. Alright. Ragnar, what else are we doing? Just the saddle, or what?
For the record, no, I'm not trapping the arena.
Yes, he is. Shh, don't let him know.
I think just the saddle.
I'm being honest here. I'm not trapping the arena.
No, he's not. I'll back him on that. He's not. Yeah, what do you got for me?
Yeah, I think just the exotic saddle for the 60 gold. I'd like to go into town and attain that. Other than that,
I would say you would have to bring your hippogriff wheel as well to like fit it. And they're like,
have it fitted.
Oh yeah, and they're like, oh wow, we haven't had one of these in this nation in a while. Like, they do come in every now and then. So they're finally glad to go ahead and get rid of one of these exotic saddles they've been holding on to for a while. So there you go. Yeah, go ahead and put that on. And I'm looking around. I'm trying to debate. Was there anything else before we go 1 hour before the fight pit starts?
After I drink my ale, I'm gonna head back to the fight pit.
The fat pit, yeah. It's a little overweight. It's okay. It understands.
And I was just gonna check, look around and see if everything was okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody here yet. You could see Shishay wandering around, and she's actually talking to some people who are dressed in gi, similar gi that she wears, and she's just make sure that nobody starts anything, and if they do, just make it known where they are so we can deal with it. She's just basically hiring some family members that she knows to help watch over the fight pit. Figured some free labor would be beneficial.
I'll walk past Shishay and just tap her on the shoulder.
And,
respectively.
Freya, how goes it?
It goes.
Didn't go looking for any scales, have you?
Maybe the
Chasing
black
that
one.
tail?
Wait, you got something for the black one too?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
He's a bastard.
Yeah, I've asked for some extra help just in case tonight has a little ruckus and
Thank you for
activity.
that.
Yeah, don't mention it. But we got quite the list of people, so yeah, I'm just making
Is
sure
it
all the.
supposed to be looking good for tonight's show up?
It should be a good show. Like we've had more fighters come in. There's more money coming in from registration, which means we should definitely be putting on a good show. So yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Alright.
And then
Who's doing bits?
there's a pause and a silence.
Oh.
If only there was a mastermind who could help.
A tear kind of just goes down. I miss Bar.
I tried to talk to Gideon about it last night before I left. He seems... Well, he
Angry?
seems... Yeah, angry's fair, and I get that. And I did say, look, if you ever need to talk about it, let me know.
I mean, I did suggest a bathhouse to kind of calm it down, but...
He did ask to go to one. I wonder if he did. Did he? Did Gideon go to the bathhouse when he asked about it? Or the spa? Gideon?
I didn't go to the bathhouse.
Okay, just checking.
I was joking about going to the spa with them.
I was
yeah,
hoping that you would gather black water just to serve it to that bastard.
Yeah, I know we were joking about it, but I wasn't sure we went through. That's why I asked. Alright. But yeah, I was surprised he asked, but I guess he was just...
Well, the girls didn't go to the spa.
Well, they didn't really get to go. Yeah. I mean, it's still midday. We could go to the spa still if we wanted to.
Yeah, I need to get refreshing.
I know this...
And she kind of lights up.
I know this
Again.
perfect spa where you can get some fragrances added. So, what do you think of lavender?
Lavender smells really nice.
Or we can do rose petals. I believe they have rose petals. Or honeydew. And she's just...
Do sounds more like it.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer lavender, but still. And you guys are having this girl talk, and I don't know, Gideon's somewhere around. And I will check your DM here shortly. Give me a second. Yeah, but... I am gonna say... Well, Gideon, just from your standpoint, what kind of lighting do you see this arena having? Because it is pretty much your construct.
It's pretty well lit.
Like, how is it lit? Because that seems to be a question in the air right now.
Like torches and
Like
stuff
actual,
like that.
like is it
I know that.
Like is it actual torches or is it just torches with the light spell imbued in it? Because I think you would be able to get both. And
I sent a DM star.
yeah, I'll look at it in just a second. We're trying to resolve one more thing. Then I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but at the same time not answering it directly.
As for the lighting, no, we keep it pretty well lit so people could see what the hell's going on.
I would say no to you then, Razor. Like, they're not using...
Crap.
Yeah, they're not using that kind of stuff to glow, so no.
Well, my plan straight up sucks.
Well, I mean, doesn't... if you're-
I'm not worried about what's in the arena. I'm going to create stuff.
I know,
That's
but-
what that is.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking them...
If
where
you're
the
trying to create a light show, if that's what's going on here, you are aware that magical lights will typically overpower torch light and
I know.
ambient light spells. Okay.
And I will answer your DM with the DM. To you, Jace. And then I will look at the other DM. Everybody's being DMing today. Like, I don't even know why you're being so secretive, but I get it too. But alright, sounds like fun. And that's a yes to that there, Jace. Like, that's considered a weapon, not an item. You just describe what you're doing, and then we can determine what you need to do it.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know exactly what you're trying to do with that action. I'll take a quick look. But yeah, is there anything else we need to resolve while I get to the player's handbook and look up an item price? Like, I don't think they're that expensive.
I might want to see where Tim's setting up.
Well,
Just to talk to him a little bit.
yeah, I would say unless there's anything else during the day, we can get 1 hour right before the show, and Tim's out there doing whatever he can that doesn't interfere with the ring. And
I don't plan to.
2 gold piece for however many you want to get to Jace. If you want to go 2 gold.
Alright, 2 gold. Alright.
You have a crossbow too, don't you?
Me?
Yeah. Or no? Am I imagining
No.
that? Okay. I wasn't for sure if you had a range.
I have 4 items.
Alright then. Yeah, you can buy as many as you want with that. Many as you're able.
Got you.
It's not a problem. Those are pretty common in this region. Alright, so yeah, where are we at with this? We're 1 hour before. You're setting up. Is there anything you want to tell us you're doing?
Honestly, I'm just looking at the dimensions of the arena. Seeing, like, what the width and the, length is.
Like a 150-foot cube would pretty much cover it.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to manipulate the entire.
I know that it will.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
the
so
character would not.
Right. So you're out there like thumb in the air, measuring with your eyes. Like that looks like it might work.
Speaking of that arena, can we just flip to that map that way?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
can definitely do that. Like I just been waiting for us to get to this part of it. Let me see where.
That way Jace can actually see what the hell's going on.
Where did I put?
Look, if you lost an entire goddamn arena,
I know, right? How did you do that, Star? I don't know. Some of these things look...
So you say I would find him?
Well, yeah, he's out. He said he showed up an hour before. Ah, here it is. 5.
And I would want to speak with some of the people involved because I really didn't talk to anybody.
excuse you?
I did.
You
I'm
talked to
talking
the
about.
one in charge. What are you talking about?
I did.
Yeah, what are you worried about then? Alright, so like the blue area is like the out of bounds. And I guess like in between the blue and the yellow there's like a barricade and then there's like bleachers that go up.
Yeah, there's a pit around it.
Yeah. So like you can't get directly to it. But yeah. And then you got that pit that goes around. Yeah.
It's like that safety buffer zone you see at racetracks, so if the car ends up airborne,
Yeah.
then that'll catch it and then it'll fall down and not completely buttfuck everything.
And I will need to make some... Actually, these guys can hang out. They're cool.
You would say the stand for the announcer would be like right here.
Sure, we could do that. See if
Yeah, I
we-
thought it was right where Maxwell's standing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who
Okay,
this
yeah.
pretty face is. Who's that pretty face above you? Is that one of the brothers from the last match? Do we remember their
Yep.
names? I don't remember them right offhand.
That was one of the 2 dwarf brothers who were like, yeah, no, y'all seem pretty straight up.
Oh yeah,
Don't know.
here's Ragnoff. Some mystery fighter that's kind of like hanging out with him. Yeah, I mean they're not there yet, but yeah, they're definitely going to be there.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to Tim.
All right, Tim.
Yes, hello.
Hey. Do you need any help setting up, or are you good?
I believe I just needed to know the dimensions of this arena.
Oh.
Wasn't too sure how the sound would flow.
Got you.
And are you feeling well after yesterday?
Why are there two of your player characters?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So I don't know much about you.
No, I honestly don't believe I've given any of you my name.
What's your name then?
I will introduce myself as Tim Fewborn.
Oh, nice to meet you, Tim. I am Freya.
Pleasure to meet you.
I hope I don't delete your character doing this.
Just leave it alone.
I'll put it in the arc.
You just deleted it.
Yeah. I
So
figured
how
that was
did you
happening.
hear about us, by chance?
Don't worry, I'll bring you
Well,
back.
your friend, or I'm sure you know him, the Minotaur, who runs this arena.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard from him. His influence reaches all the way to Timor, which is where I'm from.
Nightmare.
Yes. I have been traveling around doing some musician work, and since the college is to the north in this region, I've decided to come by and give him a... I do enjoy the shows, or what I've heard of them, and I've come to experience it for myself. And what
Okay.
better way to experience it than,
Be here.
yes, and at front row.
Okay. I understand you.
There are two of you. I was alerted.
I know, and it's still there. Just leave it till after the session.
Yeah, I don't know why, so it's like, I gotta fix that somehow. Like, I can only stand one of you at the moment. I can't.
I've tried changing the name, and it changes the name for both, so they're linked. So I don't...
Okay, I know how to fix it. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it later, though, just in case. Like, if I do it, I'm gonna archive it first. But anyway, we'll do that later. Continuing on. So,
So how is it in Timor?
it's quite nice. It's a very lively place. There's been some expansions in the south, but the city is all fine and well. I haven't reached them in a while, but as far as I'm aware, they're fine.
Okay.
meanwhile, there's a cutscene where a bunch of people are bleeding and dying to some kind of beholder. They're fine. Scene comes back. I'm sure they're fine.
And you live in Timor yet?
Well, I kind of don't have a home. I just, like I said,
you
I'm
wander.
traveling. Yes.
Okay. And you know how, the roles or the ropes on how getting back and forth from here to there, yeah?
Yes, he's widely known.
Huh.
Yes, he has a very great reputation, and talent will, of course, recognize talent.
Well, see, I have business to attend to in Timor.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Well, perhaps I could help with that. I haven't been there in a while. It is time to check up on a few friends.
Swear to
I
God,
could,
Athena,
offer my
if that's you,
services.
you better quit it. Sorry.
What?
Whoever's
Huh?
drawing on the map, please. Unless you're actually needing to measure.
I don't see drawing.
I'm not.
Or somebody's measuring. And I see Athena in our group here, like, what is she even doing here? So I was assuming at first that was Athena. Anyway, sorry.
Your services
Yes, I
to direct people to Timor, walking wise, or?
No, I can get you there very, very, very. Yes. Of course, I know how to get to my hometown on such a short notice. After this fight pit, I could get us there if it's not much trouble.
It wouldn't cost anything, would it?
Well, of course it would cost me part of my supplies to do it, and it would, leave me exasperated a bit. So, of course, the distress cost and the cost of the goods used. I would say roughly 150 gold.
I mean, I could do that. But see, it's not just me.
Yes.
It's other people too that need to go there also.
And how many are we talking about?
Let's see, there's the Minotaur. There's the red one, she says with a slight blush in her face. There is... Let's see, did I want to include... Yeah, I think... Oh, there's Leon, of course.
I think, unfortunately, due to necessity, we're going to have to leave Shisha here to run shop.
Yeah. And a couple of the Red One's followers, and...
She does like the idea of being invited, though.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, I can provide transportation. I can only provide it for a very short amount of time, so not many people will be able to. I suppose if you're quick enough, more people can fit, but I can only leave it open a few seconds.
Got you. Well, we can talk it over after the pit, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Now, what
Yes.
else? What else is your character doing? Or did you have something else to talk about?
No. I was gonna bid him adieu and then go up to my stands.
All right.
Oh, thank you, and I will snap my fingers, and the purple garments that you see me wearing all turn green.
My eyes just kind of widen as I look at him strangely, and then walk up.
I feel like purple to green makes them extra green, because isn't that what happened
Would
when...
that make him a
color
leprechaun?
Would you like to catch
Happy
him?
St. Patrick's Day! I'm pretty sure he's a gnome though, isn't he?
That
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to my stands.
Alright. So, yeah, anything else we need to do prep-wise before the event begins and I go into the narrative of the house getting packed?
Check your direct messages real quick.
Yeah, alright. Let me see. Well, I don't know. Did I already address them? Let me see. From you?
Yeah, I, clarified.
Making sure everyone's on the same page, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make them do that, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, you,
that's it.
you get to
That's-
describe the terrain, right? Like,
Okay, yeah.
like that's all you. Like I said, you better be ready to roleplay this.
Alright, that's all I needed to know.
Alright, so, are you
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yep, pre-announcer already calls it out. And you see crowds and crowds of people, and it's starting to get packed.
Before
Okay.
before this nice dragonborn leaves, ma'am, if you'd be so kind, is there a possible way for you to dim the lights to the arena?
I mean,
I think the
wouldn't
light
see any-
spells we could dim, but the torches don't.
I can handle it. All right.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
want
that's-
to. Yeah, if you want to dim them, that's fine, I guess. If it's okay with Gideon.
Yes. This will be after our event, or your event.
Screw it. Yeah, no, like, so long as we can see the actual fights, I don't care what happens with the lights too much.
Yeah.
Alright. So
None of this dirty dancing in the dark, though. Looking at you, scaly bastards.
Oh no.
I told him to keep the
My
ERP
staying in
in
the stand.
bed. Keep the ERP in the bed. We don't need to hear it here. Alright, so... Yeah.
Well, who says they have to keep it in the bed? They could obviously do it in the front room.
As long as it's not in this game, we're fine.
As long as it's not in front of you, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I will not continue that because there are a lot of repercussions. At any rate, so the stands are filling up. You can hear Ragnar Savage in the out of all the cacophony of conversations, he's always boisterous enough to outspeak somebody. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got somebody for you guys to bet on." So he's trying to get the pull against the Minotaur right now. So he is trying to either make you guys a bunch of money or try to get a good winning.
Make himself a bunch of money.
Yeah. So he's trying to play his odds based upon the information he got about this guy he was scoping, and he's out there just having a good old time, just laughing it up. So there are probably bets being made against you, and you still have your loyal fans. Nobody's going to bet against you. They want to walk home with their winnings, and of course Jefferson and his goons are all coming in there, and he's like making sure he places his bet on the man he's sure that's going to win. And let's see. Yeah, the fight pit just gets extremely packed. It's been a big talk of the town. You guys have, like Shishay knows people to get things stirred up, so she's been stirring up business. And now you have a whole petition of fights that are already lined up. So the first fight is like your startup fight, like a bunch of weaker people who just kind of join, and Shishay kind of measured them out. It's like put them at the low bar. Opening act is like two high flyers who bounce around the ring for a little bit and just kind of tumble into each other, trying to push each other out of the ring, till finally one of them comes up with victorious. It was a good scrap, but nobody knows their names. They were very well unknown. Even though and you were announcing the fights, you're given the names, but they seem so unknown that nobody really paid attention to you when you did it. So I kind of breezed over that. Now the next fight that Shishay set up is a 5-man disqualified outside the ring match where you can force them into a knockout, but you have to either knock them out or it's basically weapons are allowed, but knock out or push out of the ring, whichever comes first. And this small voodoo doll wearing mask of a creature comes into the ring, and they got these gourds all decked around their body on ropes, and it's kind of like grenades strapped all the way around the frame. She's just ready to drop and go. And then there's these
straight up suicide bomber jacket style, is that what you're telling me?
Well, not necessarily. There's a strap of grenades on a guy's jacket so they can easily reach, pull the pin, and throw. A bunch of gourds around her or his chest, and this big voodoo mask is covering half their body. They're gnome size. And then you got a Gifts of Ride that kind of been following the fight pit, who's entered this arena. And then
the same annoying gift as always.
Yeah.
We need to name him.
Yeah, we should definitely have a conversation with him. And then there's two other dwarves that kind of entered this fight, and these were the friends with the dwarf smith that's I bet you guys can't win, and he talked his friends in there. And then there's another human that nobody knows. The fight starts, the gnome kind of backs up and let everybody do their own thing for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you hear a soft cackle as a bottle explodes by two of them, and a green smoke kind of emits. Then all of a sudden they fall to the ground as she cackles again and throws another bottle into another direction. It breaks on the ground, and two more of them just knock out. And then it's one dwarf and her. And the gift got knocked out, and she's like, "Catch!" kind of throwing him one. He's fumbling with it, drops it, and it explodes and pushes him out of the ring. And she's laughing, and then she's jumping and giddy, and then all of a sudden her mask falls off, and you see Spriggett. Oh shit! And she used the name Alchemical Flame as her name. So if you want,
I'll high five her on her way out the ring.
Yeah.
That's amusing.
Yeah. And as she's walking out, yeah, you can announce.
I would like to do a perception on the crowd to see if we see our friendly neighborhood black dragonborn.
Definitely, you can do that. But while you're making that check, and you kind of announce the winner, the Alchemist Fire wins, and she comes out.
The Alchemist Fire wins.
And she gives you a high five, Gideon, and that dwarf who was smithing, he's like, see, I told you, keep your mouth shut, don't talk all the time, you can actually do something with your alchemy. So much for them, boys. But don't you worry, I bet it on you all along. And they kind of walk away hand in hand. So the smith and the item shopkeeper, got a little friendship there. And she's been using her alchemy to win that fight, so I thought that would be pretty funny.
They're fucking.
Yeah.
Star.
Yes.
How does a 31 sound?
It sounds pretty high, almost like you're tripping high. But you know what? You're not tripping. You're actually aware exactly where he is sitting. He is directly across from you, almost similar to where he was sitting last time. It's like he's got his spot marked, and he's only got 2 of his cultists with him, from what you could tell.
Okay.
But yeah, that fight went, beautiful. Then you got Maxwell, Leon. Wait, is that right? Leroy. I'll get their names here in a minute because I know they're here somewhere in the fight pit. Fighters for the fight pit. We got
Maxwell,
Leroy,
Jim,
and
and
Leroy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So these guys are going to go up against. So it's a 3-man tag team match, and I will say they will be fighting a Class C and 2 Class Bs. And from what I recall putting in my GM notes, Maxwell is now A class, and the boys are B class.
It was season and A. Oh.
No,
They started as...
Yeah, they started at C and B. He had the highest grade. And Maxwell's now at A, and they're at B. So what I'm going to do, Class A for them, and then I'll roll... Make sure that roll, because I turned off my dice because it seemed to be the thing that's disrupting Discord. And alright, so that's.
I want to fix the ranking handout you've got there too.
Let's see. So they got a 25, and then they're facing 2 Class C's and a Class B. So the fight kind of starts. And Leroy led, and the other fighter was this halfling that he just kind of chased around the ring for a little bit. Then eventually the halfling thought he had a good spot and tried to pull his knee out from underneath him, but he got clinched onto it, and then all of a sudden he just picked him up and flung him out of the ring. Then the next one came in there trying to do the same thing. There was 3 halflings that entered the ring with these guys, and Maxwell and all of them kind of take turns with one of them, and then they finish toying with him, throw him out, and then eventually they knock all 3 of the halflings out, and it is their win.
And I'm assuming I would be announcing every movement, yeah.
Oh yeah, you were offering commentary along with Ragnoff coming up behind you every now and then. Oh, can I help? No? Okay.
No, it's my gig.
Go away, yeah. So he's trying to help, but yeah, you push him away. But yeah, your boys Maxwell and them, they won this match. This is probably their first real victory that they've ever had, and they're overjoyed, and they're yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a name for ourselves.
I give them a friendly thumbs up to all of them.
They give you a thumbs up back, and there's some boos because everybody's it'd be funny as hell if the halflings won, because these guys haven't won a fight yet, and then they're oh well, I guess we were wrong. The halflings lost this time. Because they're getting this over image because of the minotaurs. The halflings are tough as fuck. You bet on the halfling now. So that stereotype is kind of being crushed out now. But yeah, and then it goes into other random fights that we have no real gain or wheel or woe to. But the fights keep going for hours and hours. And I would say, Tim, between any of these fights, you're allowed to play some music. So is there anything you want to do in between any of the major fights or anything? Timmy. Razor.
He's Brad.
Yeah.
He's doing performance.
Oh, I need to hear things. I'm waiting for words.
Yeah,
What
I
are
will
you
be
doing?
playing interlude music. Those 3 performance checks.
The first one was not received very well. The second one,
But
yeah. Everybody was like yelling over you because the little goblin girl won, or gnome girl won. And then Maxwell and Leroy, they like cheering, and then you came up with, like, you read the situation better, and they're like, okay. And then I guess the third one will be the final performance, or right before. And then we come into the match with the red and the Minotaur, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Babe,
like,
announcing?
yeah, go ahead and announce them if you'd like.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, who's the first one in?
I would assume the Minotaur because he's home.
That's
you can do that.
it's
Go
your
for it.
arena.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
And introducing the Minotaur.
Minotaur, Minotaur, Minotaur. Yeah, there's a whole crowd yelling his name. Any fancy footwork on the way to the ring, or?
I was trying to find a clip for that, but no, I'll just walk in, hands in the air.
Yeah, Minotaur.
I give Gideon a good clap
Yep.
before announcing the red one. The red one is the opposing.
And you kind of come out of the corner and you hear, boo, boo the red one, that red one can't do anything. Oh my god, it's a Dragonborn. Wait, what? There's a little, oh shit, I hope I don't lose my battle. Oh, yeah, it's like murmuring going around as you kind of make your appearance. You want to state the rules of the fight, or should I just narrate it for you?
You can narrate.
So, to be clear, if I have this right, and this is her announcing it to everybody, this fight will consist of flying allowed, mounts allowed, no potions, items are allowed, but no beat of force.
No, we said potions were fine.
Oh, potions are fine, never mind. Excuse me. Alright, so potions are allowed. Is there anything I'm missing? And this is a fight to 0 health.
I'm about to say last man standing, not abound.
Last man standing, out of bounds, don't matter, but it's got to stay in the ring.
Right.
Yeah, like no leaving the arena.
Right.
Alright, but other than that, I think, yeah, it comes down to you two kind of like stepping in. Like,
So
you're on the
I'm
north, he's on the
wondering-
south.
I'm wondering how the black Dragonborn is percepting the red one.
So you're kind of keeping an eye to see how he reacts.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're trying to pick him out of the crowd again.
28.
You see him kind of like standing up, and he does seem like he's interested in this fight. But other
Okay.
than that, you don't know if he's trying to do anything else.
All I wanted to do is see his face and see what he is reacting like.
Alright,
Yeah.
so unless you guys want to close in any closer, we can start the initiative here. Like,
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd say
start
we
my
walked,
usual-
I'd say we
Like-
walked in a lot of ways.
yeah, like if you, I know there should be some space between you, but if you want to like, yeah, let's start initiative at this point. So go
Trying
ahead
to figure how many spaces off it.
well, let's see here. Make sure you click
Okay.
your icon before you roll it. So right where you are is 55 from each other if you want to start there. So click
you.
your
So choose-
token and then roll your initiative. Turn order is waiting. And I will move us to our battle hymns.
Well, it's a little dirty.
Provided by David Veslian, who has royalty.
Did it not? It didn't. There it goes.
Alright, we good?
Yeah, I tried to have it roll at the start
I gotta.
because that,
Oh,
and I just rolled the 1.
gotcha. Yeah, because initiative doesn't naturally have. Alright. Top of the round goes to Gideon.
Obviously, the rage is gonna happen. And then yeah, I know. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and try one. I don't think that's gonna hit though.
Is it based off AC?
Yeah.
I'm 19. Yeah.
Yeah, you miss. So you like take this bear trap tied to a rope and throw it at him, and it misses.
I've essentially become Pudge or Roadhog.
Yeah. So you try to you try to scorpion him, and it kind of missed. He ducked.
Question on the range of that?
It's a 50-foot rope.
Yeah. He technically has 150 at his disposal, but yeah, he can.
No, I made 3 different spring jaws.
Oh, okay.
But is there no string roll on as far as how far he throws it?
No, he just throws it as an improvised weapon, and it's against your AC. So your AC being 19, he missed. Like you can easily say you smashed it away with your shield at this point. So yeah, he winds up this bear trap tied to a rope. He tries to lunge it at you, and it like snaps on your shield and falls off. And you like push it back, and now it's. Is that all your turn, or is that it?
It's now bonus attack time.
All right, what are we doing?
That one hit.
And it kind of lands on your leg, clinching right there at the kneecap. Need you to make a strength saving throw. Which you make. So you like pry it off. You take 4 piercing damage as it pierces into your leg where it met your meat. But you manage to pry the bear trap off and throw it back to the ground. Get it away from you. Anything else for your turn, Gideon?
That's attack and bonus attack.
Alright, Ragnar, it comes up to you. What do you want to do? You're technically mounted though, right? You're on your hippogriff? Or no?
I would have preferred to have entered on my hippogriff.
Yeah. Let me see if I can't fix that.
Well, if I needed to hit hippogriff AC instead of UAC, you know.
No, you would still have to hit him because he's got a feat that makes it hit him instead.
I'm sure hippogriff AC is a ton easier to hit.
Probably, but then he.
But at the same time, it's probably not a very strong rope trying to pull a big ass hippogriff.
Where did he? Do you see his character sheet? You can drag it over if you do.
I got it.
Because, yeah, there you go. You can put him where you're standing. So yeah, mounted on this hippogriff. What would you like to do?
I will. Boop. And which one is it?
I'm surprised the opening tactic I was thinking of didn't happen.
Jeez.
Well, what are you doing?
I will. I'm going to step back and let's see. Let me see how far this is. Yeah. So I'm going to step back and I'll just cast Hold Person.
Go ahead and display the spell.
Yeah.
Not technically a charm, so. But, okay, yeah, you're in range, 55. Make a wisdom saving throw, Gideon. As he invokes Hold Person, holding out this emblem that has Tiamat on it. Gideon?
There's a button on my computer somewhere that mutes me.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
I was like, do we have a DC on that?
Well, yeah, I got the DC.
It's not gonna matter for this one, but do we have a DC on that?
Yeah, he's got it on his spell DC, which is what, 16?
Yeah.
Whatever his spell DC is. But yeah. Yeah, you're held.
And then no bonus action on my behalf.
Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of his turns, he can make another whiz to break out of it. So, anything else for your turn? Because you did use your action to hold person. Any bonus or movement?
Yep.
You good?
You already said no bonus.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good. So, Gideon, go ahead and make another save to see if you get to... Nope, you're
Well, it's
still
at the
held.
end of it.
So now well, yeah, he can't do anything. He's paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
So he made the save at the end, failed, so he's still held. It's your turn again.
And
What do you do?
does rage fall off at the end of his turn, or is it the end of mine?
At the end of his turn.
A rage falls off if I don't receive an attack during the round. So if you
Yeah.
attack, I keep my rage.
Mhm.
But since I didn't, oh well, yeah, hold person's an attack.
Well,
The whole person's not an attack. I made an attack that round.
Yeah, he
If you
attacked
do not attack me this round, I lose my rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can reposition yourself though, so don't. If you want to move in and just wait.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to play your character. Sorry.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis at level 2.
All right, go ahead and display it so that we can all make sure we know what it does, especially me. All right. So this protective magical force starts to surround you, manifesting spectral frost, covering you and your gear. And you get 5
So-
HP.
10 temp HP,
Yeah.
and while he has it on, I would take 10 for hitting him
Right. So he's preparing his defenses.
for the melee attack.
I know, right?
Razor, your
Groucho?
cat's morning.
Oh wait, that's yeah. That's Razor.
That's not mine.
Chloe. Tabaxi in the stands is meowing for Gideon to break out of it. Break out of it. So you cast Armor of Agathis. Anything else for your turn?
That will be it.
Kind of funny. You throw like a cup of water on your face, and then all of a sudden this armor appears. Alright, and now Gideon, your rage dies out, and you can make the save again. You are held. Comes back to your turn, Ragnar.
I'll fly forward to 55 feet. And as a bonus action, I'll cast. What is this? Okay, so I don't have a higher level side.
Wow, that's a pretty good move, actually. Dang.
Yeah, you'd think I'd roll above a 10
I
average.
know, right? Like, your wisdom is... Like, I'm sitting here thinking... Your
No,
wisdom's
I
not
rolled
this-
376. Yeah,
Yeah,
376.
yeah. I'm like, wow, your wisdom's usually good. I don't understand what's going on here, but yeah. This is a good strategy so far. What do you got? What are you doing?
I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, my Blinding Smite. Wait,
This-
that was definitely wrong.
That's
spell.
not the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Alright. Next time you hit a creature, and this is a bonus action. Melee weapon
It's also a
attack.
concentration spell, which sucks for you, bud.
Mhm.
Your whole person drops if you cast it.
Mhm.
Go ahead, free me. What would happen?
Okay.
Yeah, concentration spell to what concentration?
Concentration.
Right now he's not raging. You could see if it kills him, or at least put enough damage in before he rages again. I don't know. What do you want to? What's the thought process? Do you want
I'll just swing. I'll just swing.
You're just gonna swing. All right, so go.
Wait.
Yeah, there's no need to drop that.
It seems to be doing well, right? All right.
Yeah.
So
Don't be say I didn't give you every opportunity to retcon your decision.
Yeah. So, alright, holding on the blinding smite, but if you want to go ahead and make attacks, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll swing twice.
Yeah, you got dick all.
No.
Minotaur's
Nothing.
AC is pretty high. Might not- But you know what?
And-
Your hippogriff's there. You can take a bite and a claw at him if you want it.
And yeah, we'll let old hippie swing. Oh, very good.
Big claw. Missing
Nothing.
Nah.
So weed.
Wait, you're paralyzed though, but
That doesn't
not
change my AC. It's an armored defense.
It gives it advantage though.
But, well, I have
I'm not
advantage for
prone.
being mounted.
No, but you're unable to move. You're paralyzed. Like that should have been advantage on the attacks because you can't. I'm going to double check though, because I'm pretty sure that means you're condition paralyzed. Let's double check this because a paralyzed creature. No, that's petrified. Is incapacitated. See the condition and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So yeah, you had advantage.
So the only hit he has is
an
It's the
actual
beak.
crit.
The beak.
Yeah,
is the crit.
yeah, so go
Yeah.
ahead and roll the beak. I mean, yeah, you still got good AC. Don't get me wrong. For 14 points of damage as the hippogriff manages to take a bite out of Gideon. And then we come back to Gideon.
And you see Freya kind of stomping her feet.
Yeah, and Gideon, you get to make that wisdom save.
And suck for you.
Oh!
But that's the end of your turn. And it goes back to Ragnar's turn, but Gideon broke out
Yes,
of your
but he
whole
no
person.
longer has advantages unless he wishes to
Do it again?
recast a spell.
Yeah, so
Well,
there
my
you go.
longswords have advantage for being mounted, but
You want to post that? Well, yeah, you're mounted. They need to knock you off, don't they? If you're mounted, you have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature. Yeah. So, well, you still missed earlier, so you're still good. But you're you're at advantage. Your hippogriff won't be. So yeah, that's cool.
yeah, my hippogriff.
All right, we're clear. Just make sure. And that's the one where he can redirect the damage to him, or the attack to him. All right, so make them swings. Well, let me put it this way: like you know that concentration for whole person is done. So
Gone.
yeah. So you have options. Your options have opened wide up. I'm not going to go into detail, but you know what your options are. What would you like to do?
I will just. I'm gonna just. Oops, that's supposed to be. Not that. It's a concentration, right? Yeah, I want to cast Wrathful Smite, not necessarily.
Well,
I don't know why. I don't know why I posted to chat like that.
can you post the spell itself or no? Post it as a spell card.
I got him covered.
I mean, I could
I
probably.
actually have this.
Oh, there you go. So as a bonus action, you're concentrating again on Wrathful Smite. Oh yeah, I remember this one. So what level are you casting it, or?
It can only be cast level 1. Yeah, it's just level 1.
Ooh, okay, so you cast Wrathful Smite. So the next time you hit with a melee weapon, you attack during the spell duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6. Additionally, if the target is a creature, must make a wisdom save throw, and that's if you get hit, right? Alright, so
Yeah, he's gonna make the hit.
So swing at that halfling and see if you can get him. You are mounted, so you have advantage. There's a
You got one hit.
There's 7.
Yeah, the top one hit, so go ahead and deal that damage.
And
18 will pass your DC
So
because halfling and advantage versus frightened.
Yeah.
and I'll pop Divine Smite.
Yeah, so 10 slashing from the sword itself. And then he's going to Divine Smite at what level?
And then we'll just go ahead and that's
What's
the 1d6 for Wrathful Smite. And then Divine Smite is right here. So another 6. This 19.
Okay.
What spell slot did you burn for that Divine Smite?
Just level 1.
2d8 for the first level slot. That would have rolled. Alright. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 25 altogether because you're not raging at the moment.
I've already got it.
Cool. And then we come back to Gideon, right? Unless there's anything else. Did you have anything else you can do?
Nope.
Fly away. Open
If you want to
attack
get attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I also give bad advice too, so beware.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Alright, so now we go to, yeah.
Alright. Let's play ball.
Dang! Dang! Ooh! Ooh!
I rolled 2 19s.
Oh, the Minotaur slams out after you, and that beats your AC, right?
So how's 33 sound?
Ah!
'Cause that's 33.
Ouch!
I'm gonna have to move this guy, sorry.
Yeah. That was a nice chunk there, it looks like. So you managed to make contact, and you raged again, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I need to make sure you say that, so here, I didn't hear you say it till now, but we know you're raging.
I deducted it on my sheet, so I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could look other way.
No, I just need you to say it too, though, because we don't know until you say it. No offense.
Hey, Ryder.
Hey, Ryder. Maybe we can get that other fight to go.
Please.
So, anything else for your turn, Gideon? That'll finish it? Did you mute again?
Seeing as I can be obnoxious, I can move through things spaces larger than my own.
So you crawl between the Hippogriff and like pop up behind it. He has to kind of reposition as it comes back to his turn. What do you want to do?
Just... you said it was back to mine.
Yeah, it's back to you now. If you want to move your token off to the left a little bit, we'll just say the Hippogriff is you until it becomes no longer a problem. That way you can easily add and subtract.
Well, unless he dismounts, he's gonna die before the Hippogriff because...
Yeah, well... The Hippogriff is just technically representing where he is, nothing more.
Charging battery.
Because he has the ability to, like, make the attack hit him instead of his griffin. So what is Ragnar going to do after this chunk of damage just came out of nowhere from this little man?
Good old... Like, not a chunk of damage. Shit. Sorry for the cough.
It's fine.
Charge complete.
Charge complete.
And it, question. So, what about the reflection damage he takes for hitting me? Does that count on those?
Ooh, yeah.
I've got that, yeah.
You already got it?
Does it count for...
Yeah.
Out of
And-
curiosity, does it count for each one?
Yes, it counts each individual hit whenever a melee attack connects.
There you go.
I'm on the ball. I've been playing this game a minute.
I've never actually used this, so I have no idea.
Yeah. You're good on noticing to keep track of it, so good for you. So yeah, Armored Thread of Agathis has been used up, right? Is that right, or does it stay on?
I think it keeps
I
going.
do need 2 constitution checks for his concentration spell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got that one.
And I believe Agathis is just a straight buff, you cast it and forget.
Yeah, it is. I did. You wrote that. So DC is 10 on both of those checks. So roll Constitution saving throws to get your. You're good. And that's the end of your turn, right, Gideon?
Yep.
Alright, Ragnar, what are we doing?
I am...
Only me and chat knows who's winning. Come on, Ragnar. It's only 6 seconds. You better hurry. No.
I'll go ahead and cast hold person as well again.
Should we get back on that?
Alright. Well, it sticks. Any bonus action or anything else on this round, or what?
I don't even believe I have any other bonus actions, so I'll swing with.
Well, you can't swing. Oh yeah, the hippogriff can. So yeah, that's at advantage.
Which gives Bupkis.
Yeah. The 19 doesn't hit you. What are you at these days?
AC 20.
Damn, cool. Yeah, we got you
I thought
up.
they gave him. Well, that's the hippogriff. That's
Alright.
hippogriff. Never mind.
All right, so yeah, the hippogriff. Yeah, well, advantage with paralyzations, but still, with it's just too short. He's trying to take a bite out of him, and it's like maybe he took a snag at the mask. Oh,
he's struggling.
Part of the mask gets kind of ripped, but he didn't get any flesh. But Gideon, make a wisdom save. Now it's your turn.
Time for my wisdom save.
Back to you. Now you can full out attack him.
Does rage drop?
Nope. I was attacked and attacked that round when you cast.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'd have to not attack.
Well, here's the thing: are you gonna risk not attacking him in order to get him to stop raging, or do you want to put in some damage before he comes to his senses and starts?
Yeah, no,
out of you? Like you're
you don't
damned
have
if
too
do,
many options,
and you're damned if you don't. I mean, you can reposition yourself to do something else if you want. I mean, it's up to you, though.
So, question: So if I cast hold person, since I casted hold person and attacked, it didn't fall on his turn?
No, because you're okay. So it has to be a full round of not being hit or attacking somebody. Like it can still stay persistent if you hit him.
Yeah, there has to be
Or
a clean
attack
round
Adam.
of no damage.
Yeah, like
Okay,
he has to be,
I guess
yeah.
my better question is what constitutes a full round?
like it got to come back to his like.
It.
You were the top.
Okay, so
who's the top?
you paralyze me. I'm still raging.
Uh-huh.
You hit me that round. It doesn't fall off. If you do not hit me and I do not make an attack this round, it does fall off.
Yeah, so
it falls off next time it's my round.
Yes.
It started on mine and
well,
ended
it's
on
at
mine.
the yeah. So so basically,
I see.
if you attack him,
I
it will
see.
stay going. But if you don't attack him, he will lose it. But he succeeds on that wisdom saving throw. It might be a turn of events that you're going to have to deal with.
And you have a very small amount of slots because unfortunately smites and paladins eat through your spells quick.
It's a gamble, babe.
Yeah, you better pick one.
So is
Red 3.
it
got
only considered an attack against him if it damages him?
Nope. Any miss attack counts as well. He has
Okay,
to be,
well,
he has to be
If
left
it
alone.
doesn't roll, if it doesn't even roll for damage.
No, if you attack at
Even
him,
if you miss.
he still gets rage. You have to leave him alone regardless. Don't attack him, pull back, reposition. You can move out of his threat range. He can't do nothing right now. Like he can't
Can I
do
cause a status effect on him?
may cause a rage to persist depending upon what? Tell me your thought process and I'll see what
Alright.
I can give you without giving you everything.
Alright.
Because I think
That rage is a sumbitch, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure even at 20th level, I have more rages than you have hold persons.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah.
You
Because
have
I
more
think you've
rage right
exhausted
now.
all your second level spells.
Yeah, you're going like I don't.
One hold, one Agathis, a second hold. Yeah, you're out of second level
Yeah.
slots.
No, I've only used 2 of them. Agnes is a level 1 spell.
Agathis
Oh,
is
you
a second
did
level
level
according
2.
to your card. Yeah.
You right?
Yeah, you doubled up on
Yeah,
it.
so you're out of hold, buddy. You better get this on.
Yeah, you either gonna put him down or take a risk and see if you can't keep him held. Like, you've been lucky so far, but when he breaks out of it, like I think, do you have another rate? Well, you don't have to tell him. I'll just look at your sheet.
I have 4 rages a day, which is one more second level slots than a paladin even at 20th.
Yeah. So
So
this whole holding out to get rid of his rages, you're gonna lose out on your stuff before he runs out. It's gonna be a motherfucker if you get persistent rage.
I sent you a DM.
See, it's going to be even more of a motherfucker because once that hold person falls, there's no more advantage in 20 AC except for him while mounted. So it's not going to be the easiest to get through my hit points in the first place.
I do have to say, it's been interesting so far.
Response. So that might not be a good option right now. Like, if you want to take a gamble and try to do that next round and he still has it, then you might win. But, oh, this scratcher is looking rough, dude. Like, I don't think you're gonna win this scratcher.
Start burn through your shit.
Samachi, question. Actually, I think I know the answer. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I think he can.
Do what?
He can do that. Like, if he decides to activate.
That's what I thought. Alrighty, just curious.
Yeah. I mean, fucking berserk barbarians, right? I mean, you guys are about to play that again Monday, so that's fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed playing it. It was pretty fun.
Alright, what are you doing, Ragnar? Are you gonna attack, or are you gonna gamble, or are you gonna...
Are you gonna sit there and look pretty?
You know.
You're a hippogriff.
Wouldn't mind that.
You're a hippogriff.
Let it be known.
Like...
Let it be known, you did start this fight.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
like, I will say, it's... Nobody's a clear winner at the moment. So... Depending upon what gamble you take might determine whether or not you... I mean, put up a good fight, nothing else. Make it entertaining. Like, if you want to showboat just to pass the round, your hippogriff will proudly prance around and be like, yeah, look at us. You know, like some fighter just waiting for the other one to get up.
Yeah, I'll prance around.
So you're going to take that risk. So if he makes this
Yep.
wisdom save... Now here's a question. Do you want to distance yourself at all before your turn ends? Or is this where you want to be? Like, I'm letting you finish your turn here. Do you want to move at all? Like, give yourself some distance, or...
If he's paralyzed, does he get opportunity of attack?
No, he does not. So you
Okay.
can walk away from him. So yeah, I could definitely see your hippogriff,
Then,
like,
yeah.
flying around.
I'm a prance. That's fair over here, right?
Yeah, that's fair. yeah. I was about to say, if you've pranced over the other way, the Black Dragonborn gives you the middle fingers, like, you need to go down. But yeah. So you, like, prance over there, showing off the Freya. Gideon, go ahead and make another wisdom save. Boom!
Oh, fuck!
But that's the
Wait.
end of his turn, and you realize the hold person's no longer holding. What do you want to do, Ragnar?
You know the best part of this? I haven't been using my lucky braces where I can just re-roll any roll for a free charge of lucky.
Oh,
Like,
you're so nice.
This has all been normal saving out.
Yeah.
So,
If he remembered that, he
easy,
got...
yeah, easy mode's over.
Yeah, he's got the serious face on because he's like, you're not going down as fast as that wimp from what, the week ago?
Oh no, it's not. It's not a not going down thing. It's a, you know, if you're gonna play these games, I might as well just end it.
Yeah. So the serious face, if you could see it through his mask, just went on. So Ragnar, what do you want to do, friend? You got any more of them spells up your sleeve?
I promised Freya I wouldn't rearrange your face. But,
So you like fly back over to him. It's like, oh shit, he's out of the hold person. What do you want to do?
If not, he's giving you extra opportunity to get touched, maybe. I mean...
Like right now, he does not have his rage up, so you know that much.
We'll just swing twice.
That's pretty good. They
wow.
both hit.
And then it's
You better light him up. Like, if you're going to go all out, this is the round to do it.
No, I used
No, you burned it because you held person. So, like, you were concentrating on a Wrathful Smite. It went away when you switched to hold person again.
Yeah.
So you had to
concentration
use
spells.
I'm a burn level 1 for Divine Smite.
Are you sure about that? This ain't Freya you're taking out. This is something a little bit more meatier. Like, this is the only time you're gonna do full damage, is what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. So if you want to do full damage to him right now, this would be the time to do it. And you hit both times, so you can Divine Smite him on both of them. So go ahead and make your attack rolls. We know you're gonna hit, so do your damage. 12 and 13, that's 25. Yeah, that's
25 flat.
Yep, so 25 slashing damage. And then, what level are we casting these Divine Smites? Because if you're going to do it, you need to do it good. Decisions. What level is Hold Person?
I'm gonna burn a level 1 and a level 3.
Cool.
That was a pretty strong round for you.
Congratulations, you burnt through half my hit points.
Yeah! Only took almost all the spell slots.
It was pretty good though. So Minotaur
Back to me?
Bap bap bap, and Minotaur is like, what does Minotaur do now? Yeah, it's back to you now.
Yeah, no. Evil cackling. It's playtime. Let's go ahead and get this shit out of the way. Oh, that's gonna suck something fierce for you, buddy.
Ouch. Well,
20.
not as hard as I thought it would hit, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mineraled that last damage almost.
Yeah, that could have been 30 plus damage, but you lucked out 20.
Star.
39.
So how's 39 look?
The 39. God
Yeah,
dang.
that's me. I'm Star.
I want you to explain Raging Horns to Jake.
That's just the name of his pick.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that...
Raging Horns of the Minotaurs.
Oh no, that didn't apply Brutal Critical.
Oh no. Yeah, it's just the name of his weapon. Beginning at 9th level.
It's a magical pickaxe.
Yeah, it's a magical pickaxe we stole from some Durgar after we killed them. So I get to throw an extra D8 on there
3
for a whopping total of 42 damage in the round.
There you go. Oh, this fight. I mean, considering the spell slots, this fight, man. I mean, yeah. I can't bring up your HP bar. Why is that? Is it because I have? Alright, well, now, is there anything? That's it for your turn, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good for that one. 42 damage around. That's solid. Because that means I've done, what? 81 points of damage? I'm thinking one more round and you're out.
Make a perception check, Ragnar. While you're debating on what to do. You hear out from behind you, "That's right! Beat the shit out of that Dragonborn! Dumbass motherfucker coming into my..." You know, you can definitely hear the Black Dragonborn bellowing his grievances, cheering Gideon the Minotaur into destroying his adversary, or rival at this case. So maybe that might...
And from the other side, you're gonna hear, "Yeah, Minotaur!"
Giddy tar! Alright. What are we doing, Ragnar? It is your turn. He is back in the rage machine. He is raging against your machine.
Let's prolong some things.
Let's prolong some things? Okay.
Yeah, we'll lay on hands for 45.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That's is that a bonus action or action? I can't remember.
Unfortunately, it's an action.
Okay. So you touch yourself, and then you hear from...
When I think about you, I touch myself.
And then you hear the Black Dragonborn in the back saying, "Pussy! You had to heal yourself in a fight!" Wow,
Go ahead and get your damage out there.
Griffin got him on both attacks. Apparently he doesn't like his owner getting hit.
Whopping 11 points coming in.
Yeah, 16 to 8 and 10 to 5. 13. Because he did get the critical on that top one. So 13 points
11?
of damage. He's raging. So he takes half
13.
damage.
Yeah, so raging means they half damage
From
if
Yeah,
they get
piercing,
hit.
slashing, bludgeoning.
I think I said 11 by looking at the second attack roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, 13
rage,
not 11.
His rage didn't drop because of that wisdom check, right?
he re-raged. When he
No, I
attacked.
can re-rage at the start of each of my turns.
Yeah. Like he...
Oh,
Like as soon as he
I
got
missed
out of that
part.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you, you better wail on him now, because once he rages again, he's back to damage resistance. But yeah,
So that's third rage?
he has
Yeah.
one more after that if you can make him lose it, but how are you going to do it? Your Hippogriff attack.
You're pretty much fished out. I think you've got, what, 2 first level slots left?
A 2 and a 3.
So yeah,
So-
I mean,
You're pretty well fished out there.
I mean, you're doing pretty good so far, though, babe.
You've done better than most of the other people in spars.
Exactly.
in
So-
this group alone, you have surpassed everybody so far. You're not. Yeah, this is... I'm going to look at your spells, by the way.
If only it was an unfair fight.
Well, you don't have a reason to make it unfair.
I know, but if Bar was fight in an unfair fight, I think he'd win.
I'm weighing out your decisions here. I wish you would have used that at the beginning. That would have been funny. Alright.
So he's actioned, beast action. Does he got anything else?
Did he attack? He didn't attack? Oh wait, he used his action.
Yeah, he
okay, I
actioned.
apologize.
Yeah.
You're away from me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had
Go
no
ahead.
bonus action.
In that case, it's back to the Minotaur. My apologies. I don't know why I thought that was still.
Let's get to shredding.
19 and an 18. AC is 19, so 1 hit. Or
I've got the reckless.
okay,
He's got advantage on me. I might as well give myself advantage.
yeah. Make sure you say that because you do have to say that stuff. Like I don't know if you are.
No,
or
that's
not.
why it's rolling at advantage. It was straight rolls when I, if
Yeah,
you noticed.
but I don't pay much attention to that because I always roll
Oh,
with
for the
advantage
love
on
of
all this
God.
stuff. So yeah, say it. So it happens.
There's 36 to you.
36 to you, friend. And anything else for your turn? Gideon, that it? We go back to Ragnar?
Yeah, I don't need to move. I don't need to move. He's been sitting here.
Alright, Ragnar, what do you want to do?
I think he doesn't want to eat opportunity attacks, and frankly, I don't blame him.
I don't know. Did you take off that recent damage yet?
Yeah, I just took it off.
Oh, huh. I mean, if we want to go ahead and start with the Griffin first, what do you think about that, or?
Yeah,
22
So you've got
hits
1 hit.
for 3 points of slashing damage, rounded. Halved. And then what does Ragnar want to do with his action?
I will.
the tabaxi in the back seat, jumping up and down. You can do it. You can do it. You can win.
Can I use that curse for bestow curse?
You have to touch him, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
This is what I thought you would have done at the beginning of the game. Like, go out there, give him a handshake, and then bestow it. That was my.
That would have been dirty as fuck.
That was my opener. That would have been my opener. But yeah, you
yeah, I mean, it should
Why
have
am I
been.
not
you-
surprise star?
You can.
Yeah, I mean,
touch
it should have been just. I should have used it at the beginning no matter what, just because it even continues after the save, but.
Yeah.
No, if he passes the original save, he doesn't get cursed. But
Yeah.
if he
Right,
fails
the
that
original
save,
save.
then you know.
Yeah, it has to actually stick before it actually takes full effect. But it's up to you. What do you want to do? Sure. Don't worry about it, Ryder. You can't figure it out from who's talking right now, then I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
That's Jim.
Excellency.
What are we doing, Ragnar?
Thinking.
I know, but we gotta crunch
Let's
these.
just pop command and tell him to flee.
You're gonna say flee on that one?
Alright, make the wisdom saving throw, DCs. He's like,
Rude.
fuck you. And, he shakes it off, like, no, I'm not going to flee. So,
Alright, I'm ready to die here.
yeah. It is the Minotaur's turn. Please, by all means.
That's 44 looking to you.
It's
Less
just a
than 0.
scratch.
Less than 0?
Oh, wow, really? Yeah, you got him.
8 over, yeah.
So, the Minotaur manages
So, in
to
keeping through with my promise with Freya,
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's the second hit that knocks you out.
yeah.
So yeah, first hit, second hit. I'm assuming they'll go ahead and knock you off, staying in the saddle while prone doesn't happen. Yeah, or while unconscious.
Yeah, he falls off his steed.
So I'll just step on his chest, raising the war pick in the air.
The Minotaur has it.
Yeah! Not defeated! Undefeated!
Yeah, give it up for our champion!
And the crowd goes wild. And that was a hell of a fight. That was awesome. That was great. That was spectacular.
That was amazing. Like that was legit. Like
So full disclosure, you got me down to 37 hit points.
Yeah.
mhm.
There probably
You should be very proud of yourself, babe.
That was-
Not many people could do that.
You did good. And there might have been a couple things you could have
No,
done
you
to
did
do.
pretty well.
Yeah. For someone who hasn't been playing the game long enough to actually.
I need level 10. I need level 10 so I can hit the rage.
So you
Well-
can hit through AIDS.
Rage.
Rage.
Yep. Like,
Do that at level 10.
we
What
got
do
a
you need
couple-
level 10 to hit through rage for?
Just so I can use the smite that hits, I think it's 48.
That doesn't
But
make you hit
But
through rage.
it's
It, just
psychic damage.
it does more or less damage through rage.
It's psychic.
Well, psychic
damage.
maybe.
Yeah, it's
the
psychic
psychic will
damage.
fuck with you because that's the only thing. Like that gets around.
Yeah, psychic's
that.
the only thing that can actually.
Yeah,
Half
it's
my rage.
literally the only thing that can hit the rage.
So good, good fight, good fight. So the crowd's rip roaring and yelling. You can see Jefferson off to the side, Gideon, saying like thumbs up, like I knew you had it. And he kind of.
Would it be out of way to cast Cure Wounds on our fallen friend?
If you don't do it,
He's already
somebody
been
else
spared
will.
the dying.
Stable.
Yeah, he's stabilized and unconscious. If you want to wake him up, you can go out there and cure him.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna jump down. Hobble over.
Of course you'd be the one.
Yeah, and he's technically where his
I'm going
griffin
to
is.
cast something on our
He's
Yes, waste your spells.
I'm gonna lay my hands on the red one and
You
cast Cure Wounds 5th level.
You're okay.
Words. You're okay.
It's okay. It's only a lot of blood loss. Only a lot of blood loss.
So you have 29 hit points.
From Freya, and then 7 from Tim. Yeah, so you,
7 went to me. He said.
oh, 7 to Gideon. Okay, my bad. I didn't know who it was going to. So yeah, you kind of cough a little bit and wake up, and you see Freya there, and Gideon's like standing on the other side of your griffin after parading on top of your body, almost teabagging you on accident.
No, I
Almost.
I
on
put a foot on
accident.
his chest.
Yeah, I like you're small. You know, I'm just making. That's fine.
I mean, I could have teabagged him, but I'm trying to keep this at least somewhat sportsmanlike.
Yeah, like I didn't say you actually did it. It's just like you were close to accidentally doing it because of how short you are to him. But yeah.
I'll offer him a hand up, though. I mean, he gave a solid fight.
Yeah. And seeing the camaraderie of him offering you the hand, there's a loud cheer that bursts out, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's awesome!" Blah, blah. And
I'll take the hand up and stand.
Awesome.
I smile as I look.
And if you try to
onward
bestow
the boys.
curse me, I'm gonna straight up just nuke you.
Why, thank you.
Try
Make
it.
a wisdom saving throw. No. No.
Make my day.
But with that, you guys finish your match. There's a loud cheer going on, and you can hear some grumbling from the north where fucking Ragnar's like, "God damn it, he's supposed to win. Well, he's not getting any help from me anymore. Oh, no. So yeah, he kind of like...
Don't see why Ragnar's so upset. Yeah, his dude lost, but his dude gave a good fight.
Yeah,
but he
you
put all-
should be excited.
He put a lot of money on that guy.
Yeah, it's probably all about the gold.
Yeah, he's just a little sore. Like, I was hoping to come out on top of that guy, but he winds up. You don't see him for the rest of the night, which might actually be a good thing. But yeah, it's the end of the show, and if there's something special that the bard is gonna do, you better be ready to roleplay this stuff and tell me what's happening, because I want to be able to.
Yeah, I thought Ryder was there because I think Ryder and Lexi were gonna have a go.
Let me see how much time we have.
40
I know
minutes.
Ryder would have been up for it.
I mean, that can be an encore fight, but I'm like saying, didn't bar or...
Yeah, it
didn't
depends on
Tim-
also how much time my husband wants to stay up too.
I mean, I probably won't be able to stay for, but you can, babe, if you want to.
Well, and you also want your mandatory meeting afterward anyway, so...
Like, we can...
Yeah, we can do
meeting
that after.
afterwards.
Yeah, we can do that like whatever time. I don't care.
Hell, the two of you can just spar randomly if you want to, like shit.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? We'll put your fight off till the next time, perhaps. Give you guys a
Alright.
little bit more time to prepare. Like, it was... That should have been a fight that happened before this, because this was the climax fight. And... Razor, I need you to roleplay me something. Tell me what you do. Are you using
I was
spells,
waiting
or-
for that.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to tell me what's happening. I want to know.
Alright.
Maybe take it to a new world. Let's have it.
I will go.
You want to be taken to a new world.
That's a little too much, dude.
I want you to tell me what is happening in my world that you
I
are.
can show you the world.
I just want you to roleplay, friend. Go.
Would you shut up?
I did.
Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go over to Freya.
Uh-huh.
You remember that dimming of the light? Could we do that?
Lights are all dim.
And I will
save for the
use
torches.
prestidigitation to, get the torches.
Becomes kind of dark.
And I will go directly to the center of the stage. And I'm going
Well, you're a bard. I guess to you, everything's a stage.
ring.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on myself.
So you start to glow.
And then I'm going to use hallucinatory terrain. And then the sand that's in the pit is going to start to become a field of grass and flowers from the middle extending all the way to the end.
Wow.
Points for showmanship.
And yeah, all glowy.
Oh, wait, is this basically the nidus grass? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, but green.
But green. The big
Yeah.
Ree is now green.
And yeah. And I will start my performance.
And you're playing the violin, right?
For this, I'm playing the lute.
No, you're playing the lute. Alright.
30.
Not bad. Everybody's entranced by the bard that has lit up the center of the ring with glowing grass. And yeah, let's see what your enthralling does.
I will enthrall for the prospective members of that I know of as leaders of this, just honestly to make them, I guess, more joyous from the music.
Alright, so
But
choose
beyond
a
that-
number of humanoids within 60 feet of you who watch and listen to all of it up to a number equal to your charisma modifier. So how many people is that with your modifier?
4.
And who are the 4 people?
I know Freya, Gideon, the red one put up a good fight, even though it was never really any competition. But
Right.
give him 2.
We knew this.
Shisei's in the area too if you wanted to make.
And I will do Shisha as well.
So we need to make.
So no Ryder?
Decent.
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never met Ryder.
Technically, Ryder never made it here. Like he showed up, but he wasn't here for when it started. So we don't even know if he's in the crowd. So make a wisdom saving throw, and we're going to see if we're idolized by his nonsense.
No, Freya's got you beat.
You don't know this, by the way, even if you fail.
Wow, he is really good.
So Freya's the only one that isn't enthralled by the performance.
Well,
we need.
yeah,
no, yeah.
we
Did
know
he- did
we
Jace
need
leave?
the red dragonborn.
Jace, did you leave?
Do what?
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry.
You got it.
Okay, Gideon and Shisha. I got 2 people that might get me into the full-time gig of this.
Neat. But the Dragonborns aren't having none of it, but they don't even know it happened.
You kind of feel Freya's hand, the red one. You kind of feel Freya's hand,
Blech.
kind of hold one of your talons. I guess try to hold one of your talons.
You hear Shisei right behind you say, "What happened to time?" Anyway, to pronounce
And
the
then she
winner
retracts
her. So to treat the winner, and the prize money's handed out, everything's taken care of.
Do I need to make a charisma?
You're already infatuated, woman. What more do you
Yep,
need?
yep,
We
yep.
know.
I'm gone. I'm too far gone.
Like I got the song from Hercules where Meg's saying, "I'm in love," and I'm not going to say it.
It's too cliche. I won't say I'm in love.
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, I think that'll pretty much finish the fight bit.
She
And as
won't
the
say no.
I have a question.
as before the crowd disperses.
Is that 30 feet? Is that there? Oh, crap.
Well, there you
Ah,
answered
crap.
your own question.
Never mind.
And also, there was supposed to be a conversation in between Freya, Gideon, and the red one. With Tim, too.
Nice failed gift.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna make the crowd, dance. The range isn't big enough, though.
So the
Hey,
crowd
Shisha, who is
disperses.
that?
Oh, Ryder, where the hell have you been?
Oh, I just got here. I have no idea.
Running with wolves again.
Yeah,
That
I need to get out.
that is a good question. I think I need to get his autograph. Hold on. She'll walk up to Tim, and not know his name. Like, sign this for me. I can't seem to remember your name.
Of course, I will. I will sign it, the Magnificent Tim.
She looks at it. Tim.
I will take the quill from my head.
Oh, so you had your own quill? Yeah. Thank you. That was a good performance. I was very... And you know she's got that daisy eyes from whatever your effect, but she's just... It was very good. I appreciate that. It was good music. And she seems to be unable to stop talking to you, because she knows that she can talk to you because she's in a position, so to speak. So she's like, so... I don't know why, but what are you doing later?
I do believe that the tavern is calling me for the night.
You're going to be at the tavern? Are you playing? I would love to hear more.
I am sure I will, yes.
Then I will be there to listen. Yeah, so she's enthralled, so she's going to be, and that's just the way she feels about it. And she'll kind of walk away a little bit, but she's still kind of like staying near until the crowds all disperse. And, the crowds are all leaving. That was a good fight, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of good chatter going for the fight pit, and the undefeated Minotaur becoming the pride and joy of the city.
I will go approaching the Minotaur.
Just so those with a passive perception over 18, you would have noticed several guards as people were leaving.
Holy shit! I have a passive perception of 29.
I know. That's why you noticed
Holy
all that
fuck!
shit earlier.
Welcome to the world of, wisdom classes with the observancies and shit.
Yeah. Now, only if you had that on Monday, huh?
Right?
There ain't nobody on Monday with wisdom perception. But no,
yeah.
You wanna
noticed
fight me?
on Monday. Not
The
not Sunday,
Mad
not
Mage
Wednesday,
thing.
but the Mad Mage that we did.
No, I know, you just ain't no one with that wisdom save. I'm like, we got a few people with wisdom saves throughout those campaigns.
Well, I know. I'm saying on Monday precisely.
Give them time.
I'm waiting. At any rate, so you guys notice the guards of the town have been scattered throughout the crowd. Yeah, they were looking to see if one Bar Willow Hollow returned to the group. And they are the last ones to leave as they kind of help escort. If anything, it might have helped keep things also at a secure level. It's like you got free security tonight. And then the people that Shishe had helping her, she kind of waves them off and they all leave. And, it's pretty much your fight pit area. You can go back into the house, you can leave out to the inn, or do whatever you want at this point.
Well, I was gonna have that conversation with the Red Dragonborn, Gideon, and whoever wanted to go with us.
Where are we going?
Possibly to Timor.
Home dumb. Yeah. I mean, you can bring it up, and Shishe will be there. If you want to escort them into. Tell me how you're getting from the stage to the doors.
That's it.
Or you just want to progress the time to where you all kind of come in and relax together and talk about what happened.
Well, if we could we have this conversation next time? Because by the time we wrap this up, and then
it'll be,
Yeah, we are looking at time right now. I usually go 3.5 for you guys. So, everybody
Alright.
cool with stopping here?
Yeah.
There is a conversation real quick, if you don't mind, for Gideon. The,
Go ahead.
I'd approach him after the fight. Sir, I do enjoy this performance here, and it was quite nice actually seeing you in action from what I've heard. If you wouldn't mind, we make this a more permanent thing.
You are enthralled.
I'm assuming this is
idolized.
within the enthrall, right?
You are
Yeah.
idolized, yeah.
So, you don't even need to ask at that point. It's yeah, we'll get you some paper sign and shit.
And there you
Hey,
go.
can you sign this for me?
So there you go, you're in. But then now even...
At the end of the hour, and I'm suddenly, not super enthused. There might be a question later, what the fuck are you doing here?
Why did I do that? Like, does it wear off over time? I didn't.
It does wear off.
In an hour.
In an hour. So yeah,
Yeah.
She-Shade's gonna be at the bar and be like, why the fuck am I here again?
Don't I have a wolf turned man to fuck at home?
Yeah, I know, right? At least he's a man.
I don't intend to do anything bad with it. It's just
I know,
more of a-
but yeah, that was interesting. I'll give you that. So yeah,
Can't blame you for taking advantage of the class abilities and shit, though.
yeah. And with that, we'll close on that conversation being had, and then the rest of you are kind of gathering in, and we can talk about getting to Timor, which means I probably should start preparing what is happening over at Timor before you get there. Oh my god.
Yeah, a bunch of bad shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. This might be a crossover episode. That might turn into a crossover episode, guys. Because when you teleport, you're going to teleport right to... Like, I don't know if you're going to do it right away. And this is why I told Razor, don't bring it up unless somebody does. And
I
damn
didn't
it,
bring it up.
Lexi... Yeah, I know. Like, damn it, Lexi, why'd you bring that up?
I pried. I'm sorry. That's how
no.
Freya works.
You're fine, you're fine. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to bring it up unless somebody asked, because that would seem like too meta of a, we need this, I'm gonna be this so that we got it type situation. I felt like that's like, That's why I was asking you constantly what spells you taking, because I know what you could take, and I know what you could be thinking here. But yeah, that's fine. That went the way it should. But that might put you in the middle of that battle. We'll see how it goes. Like, you guys might need to prepare for a couple days. If you do that, then you might be at the tail end of it. And I really do need to see what's going to happen Sunday. But yeah, with that, is there any announcements, anything anybody wants to say before we head out? No, sorry you joined us late, Ryder, but yeah.
It's fine. I was happy to catch the tail end of that fight.
Yeah, well...
I have a splitting headache.
Yeah. So join us, see, today's Wednesday. You can join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can join us every Sunday at 12 p.m. for the Timor Kingdom. And then you could join us Monday night for, dang it, Mad Mage. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I don't know why I want to keep saying Red Mage. I think it's because of Final Fantasy 11 or 14, but that always comes to mind. But yeah, join us for those, and do you hear the calling?